Avalanche, yeah. Jay Avalanche was one of the snow team. He was one of the guys, yeah, that put me on like proper bust down.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Stupid.
He was one of the first people that I saw actually did it properly. Like Day Date 40s, Rose Gold, Bust Down, VVS.
Yeah.
That was before I even knew what this was.
That's probably all gone now.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, I hope Jay Avalanche is having a great day. Wherever you are, hope you're doing good. You have some fans in the room.
Boy.
But anyway, time for us to talk about our episode. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 128 of Hype and Then Some.
Yeah.
We are back in the building. Straight into introductions. I'm Kesi, aka K's Boogie, in the cut. What it do?
Tory, Shammy TV demo, nasty.
Come on.
Was you finished?
I mean, what else?
Because you came in early and you're leaving early, so it took everybody by surprise.
Anyways, Mr. MBT, the world boss.
Come on.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
I'm a bit
Where's
tired.
Jay Avalanche?
I want to work my time in a bit more later.
Can we just say, before we get into today's episode, we are all, for numerous reasons, absolutely frazzled.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
We are super tired, but we are awake by fire by force. You know what they say.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
All right.
I feel I'm gonna be doing that the whole episode.
Please,
And you
please don't.
will have follow up.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Because Mama didn't raise no fool.
Enough. Okay, guys, let's just get straight into it, guys. You know it. You love it. It is time for Tables, Trainers.
Tables.
I could have done with it today. I'm not going to lie. I could have done with it today.
You know? Mama didn't raise no fool. Backwards this time.
That's it.
Oh, man. All right. Where do we start?
Yeah, it's a decent collection.
Yeah, we've got a decent collection today. So as you know, we do try and keep the Tables Trainers in theme with the episode. But if you were listening, it will do you well, first and foremost, to come on down to YouTube Town where you can see these trainers in a what?
In real life.
But if you can't make it down, don't worry about it. I will describe them to you today.
Well, we hope so.
So what we've got on the table right now, we've got an amalgamation.
Yeah.
We've got a collection, a conglomerate, if you will. We do have a mixture indeed of two pairs of trainers that we feel like tie into the theme of the episode extremely well.
Yep.
I will get into. And then we have a recent purchase, which is very nice to look at, but we'll touch on that later.
Yeah, we need to talk about this journey.
Yes, please. So, to the right of us, we have the Nike and Nocta Air Force One Certified Lover Boy version. Now, as you know, today we are going to be talking about England and thank you, MBT. And we feel like this pair, the Icy Whites, the Cocaines, they are definitely quintessential trainer for the UK, specifically London. I know that everyone wears all white Air Forces everywhere, all over the globe. Not to say this is London specific, but when I think of a trainer that speaks to London, UK culture, these are the first things that I think of. That's a lie. They're not the first, but they're top three.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And not just based on the fact that Drake was really bum-looking in London for a very long time.
And that's in there as well.
100%.
With his top boy attitude.
Oh, lad.
Boy.
Oh, brother. Anyway, shout out him for bringing that back. I was happy to see that soon conclude.
The best show on that day.
The best shoe on that day. Shout out Aubrey. All right. And then swiftly moving on to the left of us, we have... This is the Nike Air Max 95 Kim Jones inspired Volt.
Yes.
Pair.
Inspired by the OG Volts.
Inspired by the OG Volts. Thank you. This actually does tie in especially well because, of course, the Air Max 95 or the 110s, is a quintessential UK trainer.
Yeah.
But it was also designed by a British designer. Kim Jones, make some noise for yourself. So, that's what that's doing here. I don't think there needs to be much explanation. These aren't trainers that we haven't seen before, but I'd like to get on to what we have on the pedestal today. Okay, let's swiftly move on. On the pedestal today. No titlele.
Because of how long it took you to get this bloody shoe.
First time was not my fault.
No,
It was not my fault. But let's get into what's your fault.
Yeah, let's get into the introduction. This is the Bape and Adidas Shock Horror.
No, it's not.
Sorry? It's not. Once again,
Sorry?
they just took another silhouette and created a trainer. Yes.
This isn't a collaboration.
Bape or a bitch.
Hey,
That's the reason why. What's his name? That's the reason why. This is the reason why. After this trainer, I know that's when Nigo left.
No. Let me tell you something.
We've taken
Yeah.
it too far.
See me in my introduction. I can't believe. Hey, these men are thieves.
This is the Skull Star.
Hey,
Babe.
this is
Skull Star.
This is
not
the
shelter.
Skull Star trainer, aka
The shelter.
Shelter dupe. I'm so confused. I genuinely thought all this time. Wait, sorry. Bring me back.
No, but
there was an Adidas collaboration, right?
There was.
And they said that was cute, but we're just gonna do our own, right? With the face on the front.
No, because
So this is not the first time that Babe's done the Skull Star. They've been doing the Skull Star for years. It's just that when they collabed with Adidas, they did it on a Skull Star. Or, quote unquote, a
Shelter.
Superstar. Shelter. There you go.
So when they did the collaboration with the Adidas one,
Yes, it
which
was
is not this one,
It was not that one, no.
it was a Shelto. It was a
Shelter.
Superstar.
Yes, it was.
And then they said, we're going to take the same
But
design.
they've already done the Skull Star before they did that collab.
Yeah.
So this was an old design.
Just the old design, yeah.
Yeah.
Based off
But
the Superstar.
And the Superstar has the Bape on one side and has something else on the other side.
And
Adidas
yeah, it has
pre-striped.
Adidas. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And it's got gold on the back.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Please excuse me
You
for
wanted
those
that
that are
shoe.
listening.
No,
didn't
but
I wanted this shoe.
You must understand my confusion because the shoe is exactly the same, girl. I'm very, very confused.
Yes.
But it is the Skull Star just by Bape only, no Adidas collaboration, just thievery really going on in the room. For that, I absolutely, if I did give it I take it
No,
back.
you know what? Did.
No.
Do you know the reason why? I'm looking at this trainer and I'm like, I understand why you got it. I understand it.
Yeah, bless you. I think that the trainer is nice to look
It's
at.
cold.
It's very clean.
I really don't like this face at the front.
I like
Skull
it.
Star.
I get that, but it just looks like...
With a weekday trouser? Oh, shit. man.
Indeed. You saw the weekday trouser, man.
Oh, shit. Was that a weekday trouser?
Did
Did it. I was like,
The ones that Michael had.
no, that was a clean outfit. I'm
It
not gonna
was
lie.
a clean outfit.
That was a very clean outfit.
Actually,
check out
we
the
do
outfit
have a
on
short
Mr. Tariba's
announcement.
page.
Yes, a big shout out to Mr.
Shit!
Tariba. It was his B-day last Yeah, and the pic was fire. Mr.
Yeah, no, it
Tariba
was
on the
cold. It was
Instagram.
cold.
Go
Thank you
check
very
it
much.
out.
It was very cold.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Also, another shout out, just a mini shout out for my baby sis, Anna. Also,
shout out.
it was her B-day last week as well on that day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
were solid trousers. I definitely looked at them and I was like, this is a
solid
cold fit.
outfit.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, but back to the tables trainers. I hope during that time while we were complimenting Toby, you took a second to go and check it out
Yeah,
on
check
his
the
actual
Instagram
page,
page,
Mr.
yeah, man.
Tariba. Is it private still?
No.
Or have you grown up?
He's fully
Yeah,
open.
he's fully
Nah.
open.
No. It was a cold fit.
It was a cold fit. It was.
Yeah.
It was. All right, back to the matter. These trainers are just, I can't do that because
Right,
you're
so-
actually an armed robber.
What we did is that we went to the Bape store one time and I tried them on the size
That's a
8.
browser in the front.
Yeah, it is, man. I tried them on the size 8 and
Right.
this was like a year and a half, maybe 2
Yeah.
years
For
ago.
reference, you are usually a size 9.
I'm usually a size
Yeah.
9,
Okay.
right? And my foot fits in them, but my big toe was doing this. I said, that's not going to happen. So they said, go online. I went online, it wasn't there. I've been waiting for them to come back out. And then End Clothing did a discount on Bape. Shout out to End Clothing.
Okay.
And
This
I
was on
think
discount as well.
Huh?
This was on discount as well.
Yeah, they did a crazy discount.
So what's the retail price for these?
I think 229,
What did you get them for?
229, 250. I got them for 140.
Shit, man.
Nice.
Yeah, they're doing. I think they're doing 40% off or 50% off. On
Damn!
Yeah,
They said we got to get rid of this stolen stuff.
best vending on that day.
Babe, man.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I
Is
got
it
them.
still there?
No, they do it. They do it
Relax.
randomly on different brands.
Relax.
Every now
relax,
and
Relax
Yeah,
there.
it's a gown.
Anyway, I mean, a big shout out to Babe, but god damn it, man. It's mischievous.
No, it's basically mischief.
But shall
It is
I tell you why
mischief.
it's not mischievous? Because Adidas actually did a collab with them in the end. So that's them giving
But
them
it makes
okay.
it even worse. Anyway,
That's Adidas saying that I'm okay if you guys did not design.
The reason why
Bro.
Adidas need all the help they can get.
You'll never see Nike doing that. Not on
Yeah,
Disney.
because they don't need help like Adidas.
There you go then.
I was actually watching. So we watched the Air movie the other day,
Before you dash, we
right?
close off trading table.
No, because I actually want to tie it into
Fair.
this. So we watching the Air movie, and one of the things that we saw as part of the thing was that there was like a disconnection with the Adidas execs once
Yeah.
Addy or
Adidas La.
died. Yeah, after he died. Do you think that is part of the reason as to why they're still struggling to this day?
No,
he
man.
died years ago.
Nah.
I know, but
Many years ago.
I'm just trying to work out where
do you know
it
what?
went wrong.
It could be because, with Nike, the owner was still in the brand for a very long time to
Yeah.
kind of like cultivate the
Phil
brand.
Knight.
Yeah.
Was there to really like cultivate the brand. Then once the brand was popping,
Big enough,
you
then
can
he
leave.
left.
With Adidas, he would probably die premature.
And that is why Bape were able to go under the curtain and take this shoe from underneath them.
Because-
But with that,
I know Adidas, when this trainer released, they were like, you know what, it's similar to a shelter. We're gonna get the remnants of what comes out.
said the remnants,
So
they
if
took the
people
whole
couldn't get a
thing.
trainer, people then go towards the superstar and they'll get
sorry.
like, you know, the shit at the end.
sorry. Anyway, not you. Shit at the end.
Sorry.
With that brings us to the end of Tables Trainers.
Trainers tables.
Fabulous. Over to you, MBT.
Yo, so guys, every single week we come with the latest news about music, fashion, sneakers, and what's popping in the culture.
Yep.
And the first thing on the list, I'm quite upset about this.
Who is?
I'm quite upset because that means a Mars Yard. Is it the Mars Yard?
Mars Yard 3.0.
Yeah, well, I want the 2.0. The Mars Yard 2.0 will never come back.
What's the news?
And that's because Tom Smack,
Small span.
Tom Sachs and Nike have parted ways.
Say that one more time, sorry.
Tom Sachs and Nike have parted ways. They will not be collaborating.
Ever again?
No, we can, because you never know with Nike.
No. Shall I tell you why? Nike never go back. Nike never. You know how many years we
haven't
say that
seen them
Nike and
spin the
Kanye
block
were going to go
once. I
back?
haven't seen them
No, they
spin
spanned the block with that guy.
Who?
What's that? Kaepernick or his name? That basketball player, or was
They
it
never
NFL?
call
Colin, but they never endorsed him in the first place and didn't endorse him afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't.
They don't
Because
spin the block like
they
that.
spin the block with what's called OBJ.
Yeah, they said they're not that desperate.
They knew not to spin the block.
Yeah,
with
but
OBJ.
they owed him money anyway.
That's why they didn't spin the block.
So, well, go on then. What's going
I
on?
don't know much about it.
So supposedly what happened was that Tom Sachs, his workshop.
It was a sweatshop.
He was doing some very, very technical stuff to his staff members.
Yeah.
Nothing violent, but it's mental violence, I'll probably say.
So modern day slavery.
Overworking the people, treating them like crap, and yeah, just being a damn right arsehole.
Yeah.
There was some physical abuse reported.
Was it actually physical
Really?
abuse?
He looks
So-
like an abuser.
Hey.
Treason. What does that look like? Let's not even get to that. Continue, Kesi.
Jesus. So people did mention that they had personally experienced emotional, verbal,
Oopsie.
and physical abuse.
Wow.
So it's the trifecta. It's a long day. But anyway, Tom Sachs has denied all of it
Yeah,
and
he
said,
did.
like, while I'm happy to, basically call it a day with Nike, I want to reiterate that I've never ever harassed anybody. I've never abused anybody. But cool, there were definitely certain things that I regret and that I wish I did differently. But
So the thing
And now
is,
he's taking a time in a retreat in the Maldives to
that's
think about it.
that's good for him.
Man's
Do
going
some work.
Wyoming.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
you know.
where would that type of information come from?
Someone in the office.
100%.
All right then.
What's happened to someone?
Yeah.
Boy. Anyway, next thing on the list, because I don't really care about that guy, because there's no chance that
price
I'm
of
going
that
to be able
shoe
to get
is
that trade.
gonna double, though.
Yeah, 100%.
You reckon?
100%.
Okay, so
Quadruple.
let me quickly check because now we know that it's out there.
So that the last time I looked at the trainer, it was about 5K. The Mars Yard 2. Yeah.
Not the overshoe.
No, the one I like.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one I've been praying for the longest.
What about the GPS shoe?
Your phone's a bit slow, so
Whose phone? Mine.
yes.
Shit, blood.
Mars
We're gonna look for the Mars Yard 2.
2.0s, yeah.
2.0.
Have you got them there and there?
Those bad boys.
My phone is doing something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's come back to it.
Anyway.
Do you want to do something else in the meantime?
next thing on the list.
Europe.
So, as you've heard on many occasions, we've spoken about the issues between Adidas and Kanye West. Kanye West has left Adidas. It's been a year now since they've left. What's up?
Oh, you got it?
I've got the lowest ask being £4,000.
Yeah.
Last one
4,000.
was 3,402.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Shoe
When
that
trainers
retails
cost
for
how
$2
much?
bills, my God. But if you wanted it in your size, yeah, 10.5, 4,000.
Boy.
If I wanted it in my size, 10,196. Toby, you could get it for £4,700.
Not bad.
Bargain.
Chicken change.
Chicken change light
Someone
work.
wants 56k for a UK 7, by the way.
Yeah, he's trying to buy a house.
He said, "Give me the 56K."
He's trying to buy the house.
Who the hell does he think he is?
Like,
Where do you get off?
But the thing is, this is what's so crazy about this number is that it's very specific because it's £56,657. What do you need £56,657 for?
It's a joke.
Exactly.
He's in trouble.
It's a joke.
He's in
It's a
trouble.
joke.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Anyway,
it's bail money. It's bail money.
He said, "I need that exact amount."
He's in trouble.
Less, not more.
Down to the penny.
Yeah, his bricks got taken.
Wow.
Anyway, next thing on the list, we're talking about Adidas and Kanye West. So Kanye West left Adidas about a year ago. Yeah, that guy still haunting them in their dreams. He is haunting them in their dreams. So
every breath you take,
100%.
every
I'm telling
move you make, I've been watching.
Yeah, and he's watching them in his new socks. Gotcha. Look, so basically,
man.
Kanye West left Adidas, Adidas left Kanye West, and they did not realize that in him leaving leaving that place, there was going to be a huge impact.
Bro, he took all the profits with him.
Oh,
man.
it's like a
every
relationship.
single thing.
This person, I just walked out the house not knowing that they owed
Look,
nothing.
they didn't sign a prenup. They should have signed a prenup.
Kanye was everything.
Oh
He
my
walked out
goodness.
and said,
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know
that shit?
what is so mad, yeah? Because
No
Kanye
couch,
West was actually saying you're gonna pay for this,
Yeah,
and
well.
they're gonna pay for it, 100%.
Gotcha.
So there was 1.4 billion,
In potential losses.
yes, potential losses, and this was Yeezy stock. Yep, Yeezy stock that they had created. Stupid fools, because the shareholders have been telling Adidas, the owners, for a very long time to leave this guy. They said we're gonna sort it out. Then the anti-Semitism stuff happened.
Yep.
And guess what?
What?
They had to get a divorce.
No, divorce, child.
A divorce.
A divorce.
I
Now,
Die and be dead.
there's
Divorce.
there's 1.4 billion worth of Yeezy trainers
Right.
out there just chilling.
So it's 1.4 billion in revenue that they could have made.
Okay, from the trainers.
brand.
But
Yeah.
400. How much in stock do we know?
I don't know.
I think it's the 440
The 440
Okay,
million.
cool.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Well, I'm gonna say 1.4 billion.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that
that's
is
what
how
they
much
do
the
to
whole
these.
value is.
Facts.
So 1.4 billion
Billion.
worth of Yeezy stock is chilling in a warehouse. And what is so dumb? Yeah, one of their solutions were we're gonna burn it.
They said, "Yo," the shareholder said, "No, you not.
No,
No,
you're
you're
not.
not. You're not, dumbass. So
Even that one shareholder that's against climate change, he said, "No, the heck you
Listen,
not."
they
Mate.
said we're getting it back in
They said,
blood.
hold it.
guys.
My bottom
Sell
line.
out the shoes.
look,
dog.
and the thing is, while all of this is happening, yeah, and fire is raining on Adidas,
Yep.
Kanye West is wearing his new Yeezy socks outside.
Yep.
No, he just trademarked.
And he just trademarked with no Adidas sign. So what's happening now is that Adidas have now stated that they're gonna sell the trainers. What a sad move.
They said that they're gonna pay off Kanye part of it, and the rest are gonna go to charity.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that what we said would happen? Though?
Yes. we
yep.
did. Yeah.
Adidas.
Mystic
st-
Mags.
What is so imagine that guy is walking in his Yeezy socks and he's
tights.
still gonna make money.
Yeezy socks
The
and
thing
tights.
is, yeah, it's just so funny when you try and you fail.
Yeah.
And that's what Adidas has done.
Do
And
me, I do you.
Man, no, they're vexed.
Yeah.
They
Big
are
time.
vexed.
Yeah.
But my thing is
public
like,
one.
Screwed.
it's so public. It's so embarrassing. And I feel like this is the thing about cancel culture. And it's not to say it's a bad thing. I love it when people get cancelled for the right reasons. Yeah. And I definitely believe that Kanye's comments shouldn't have gone
Yeah.
without consequence.
Yeah. For
sure.
But at the same time, like, I don't think Adidas thought their plan through
Yeah.
enough.
Check
Yeah.
your pocket.
And that's the problem, because you've been in bed with Kanye this whole time.
Yep,
So you can't just decide I'm getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Bro, we've got to get
Especially-
out of bed together.
Yeah. 1.4
Okay.
billion in
Mate.
revenue waiting for you to be.
Come on, man.
Mate.
After this, what happens? What happens to Adidas after this
I don't
point?
know.
They're done,
all
man.
I'm gonna say is that in all of this happening, yeah, Kanye is still getting 15% commission
Yeah.
on every single item
He's
sold.
eating. He's
So
eating.
all the money that he's
Sell
lost,
it.
he's
Lose
getting that
it.
back.
You're both your FD voice.
So-
With the same commission rate that he
Yeah.
had in place,
Yeah,
right?
because obviously it's still part of that
Contract
contract.
has to stand.
Yeah.
Mm.
So basically, this is what they said.
Long day.
Part of the proceeds from the sale will be donated to organizations harmed by Yee's remarks, and Yee will be entitled to 15% commission rate he had in place during his prior agreement with Adidas. What we are trying to do now is to sell some of his merchandise, burning the goods will not be a solution, said the Adidas CEO. You are fucked. While addressing
They're done
investors,
out.
since the partnership was dissolved, rumors around what Adidas will do with their unsold Yeezy stock, which had a 1.3 billion retail value, had run rampant, with potential solutions running from full-on donations to destruction. And it appears Adidas is taking the middle path.
You know what's mad? It's all going to end up in the outlet stores.
100%, and
Why?
I'll be there.
Yeah, for sure. Raking them up.
I'll be there. I need another pair of wave runners.
what?
But yeah, nah,
For real?
lie.
For real. There's some shoes there that I will need.
Sorry.
Every single statement that I've said about Adidas is true.
Yeah.
That
low-key.
Adidas is a bitch ass company.
Whoa,
I wouldn't
brother.
say that.
Yep.
I wouldn't say that. It was just a bad business move.
Do you know what? It's
It
not,
wasn't a bad business
No.
move.
It was a bad business
Let me.
move.
Which part?
Leaving Kanye was a bad business move.
No, 100%. But this is the thing, yeah. This is the thing.
It was a terrible business move.
It was a terrible business
Who in
move.
that boardroom said evacuate now when there's 1.4 billion on the
On
line?
the table.
Like what?
But can I just say, yeah, I know we've said this before, but really think about it.
Yeah.
What could Adidas have done?
Do you know what?
Adidas was already down in the dirt anyway.
Yeah.
So what could they have done?
I would.
Just leave it.
You see, leave
No.
what?
Do you know what?
Leave
Do you
the
know
No,
what?
because Adidas would have been cancelled as an entire brand.
They're
They
already
cancelled themselves.
cancelled.
No, we think that they're cancelled because
No, they cancelled themselves.
No. We think that they're cancelled.
Kesi,
Wait, hear me out.
Adidas is-
Hear me
okay,
out.
okay.
Yeah, we think that they're cancelled because Adidas been on some BS. Yeah, but people were still buying their trainers. Sambas
true.
were able to become a thing
that's
because they
true.
weren't cancelled.
Yeah.
if they kept with Kanye West,
They would have been filing for bankruptcy.
specifically the people that Kanye West was targeting in his remarks, brother, you think that there would be an Adidas here today?
Let me
Be fucking for real.
Let me
Very fair.
let me even ask you a question. Yeah.
Very fair.
In regards to Adidas Sambas, who made that popular?
What do you mean? Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram.
TikTok
Okay,
now.
cool. So you was expecting them to ride on that?
I mean, they bought them something.
Was you expecting them to ride on that?
Gazelles and Sambas did a thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, superstars still
That's
hitting
probably-
somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
They're not filing for bankruptcy.
Do you know what that is?
So it's
Do you
a
know?
good thing.
Let me tell you what that is right now. Yeah, that's fetching for food. Yeah,
It's not Chapter 7
that
bankruptcy.
might as well be.
But,
Look, Adidas. Yeah, in this game that we're playing in right now, Adidas at one point was at a high. Yeah,
Yeah.
this was. When was it? When was the Air video? When was it based in? 1980 something.
yeah, like 1984.
That's when they were high. Yeah.
So-
Since then, since they lost Michael Jordan, it's gone.
Well,
They never-
speaking
they never had
of
a chance,
Jordan,
though.
Why?
They never had a chance for Michael Jordan.
Oh, well, I just had to put it there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just had to put it there.
That's fair.
speaking of Jordan,
You see the training they gave him?
we have some new releases in the Jordan building.
Oh,
Would we like to talk about those instead?
I don't think so. You know,
No.
I don't think so. They're all,
No?
Nah,
I'm looking forward to the low black toes. That's about it.
Okay.
I'm not looking forward to any.
I literally asked you guys this before.
You did.
I said,
You did.
do we need to talk about this? Because I don't care.
Yeah, I don't
What
care
did you man
anymore
say?
either.
Do you know what?
Yeah, there's
No,
bear.
no, no, no.
There's
no,
bears
Do you know-
amended.
No, no. Do you know what? Yeah, because
Wang, 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 wang.
Sigh. The thing is with all the Jordan releases that have come out, yeah, there's nothing that I can say is breathtaking.
Yeah.
Is-
I don't think anything really will be at this
The-
point,
the-
though. Will it?
I mean,
really?
I'm a fan of the J Balvin's freeze.
Yeah, I like them as
Okay,
well.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I did tell you I liked them.
It was
What
me,
did
it
you
was
say?
me, it was me.
I said I like them.
Oh, okay.
I liked the Jordan 2s that what's his name was wearing. DJ Khaled was wearing the high tops. They were like
The greeny ones?
Yeah, I like them.
Was there Luminous?
Yeah, I like
I
those.
think those are also J Balvin's as well.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I like them. They're cool. They're cool.
I'm not too mad at the threes.
Yeah.
The J Balvin threes. They remind me of that guy. I was gonna say colorist. That's definitely not
What's
the
the,
term.
what's the guy that does the
The
dye?
guy Lorenzo OG.
Yeah.
It reminded
yeah,
me of
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're cool. Like, I'm not gonna be wearing a razzmatazz trainer like that, man.
That's
you know,
fair.
that's too. It's
That's
too.
fair. It is
I could do it.
Jazz
I
hands
think
for
I
me.
I could do it.
I think I can, though.
Nah,
It's a bit much.
No, do you know what?
Spirit fingers, isn't it?
I think it's one of those ones that you're gonna see a few people wearing. You're gonna be like, yeah, I could have done.
No, I think I'm going to see a few people. I want to be like,
Nah, it's not the move.
Yeah, 'cause they're gonna
Skinny
wear
jeans
colourful
and that.
jackets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
skinny
get it. You
jeans,
get
yes.
it. You
Boy,
get it.
looking like Tucci. Anyway, next thing on the list
Yeah.
is in regards to Nike. So there was a post a few weeks ago which Nike, as normal, Nike love blowing their horn. And they were telling us that whenever you go for a trainer and you raffle for it, they're able to get rid of 12 billion bots a month. For you to say 12 billion, do you know how many bots that is?
That's at least double. That's almost double the population of the world,
Mate, do you know what?
It's 12 billion bot entries a month.
That's 12 billion bots.
Yeah, that's mad.
Do you know what that is? Have you watched what's that film with that guy from what's that film from John Wick? What Matrix?
Okay.
You know when they're doing the code at the beginning of Matrix and it goes to
Yeah.
that was the bots on the Nike website. Every single
pluck out one person's name, one human person's name.
boy.
The code.
So
It's mad, though.
Nike have stated that they get rid of 98% of the bots.
And how many's left?
What happened to the 2%?
Well, how many's left? That 2%.
Bro.
That's what I want to know.
That 2% is what? 2.4 million.
Mate, that's still billions.
mad.
It's still
That's mad.
billions.
2.4 million. They only bought 20,000 shoes.
Does that
What
make
the
you,
heck?
does that make you feel better?
No. 100% of the
never
bots need to
will.
go.
It never will. I'm still gonna feel the pain when I see you wasn't selected.
No, do you know what's mad? Yeah,
He wasn't
If
selected.
we look at it, yeah, they
What
said
a
12.
GR.
They said 12 billion bots. 12 billion bots they get rid of. Yeah, that 2% is still like 2 billion in my mind. 2 billion bots is like, you know when a fly comes into your living room and it's just flying in there.
Yeah.
That is that one bot, and it won't.
Actually, tell a lie. 2% of what? How many billion? 12 billion.
Yeah.
That's not 2.4 million. Isn't that 240 million?
I don't know my maths.
Yeah, something
man.
like
I can't
that,
even
yeah.
lie, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So what is this? This is 120 million times.
It's 240 million.
We said billion.
I know.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm asking what the number is, man.
240 billion. 240 million.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ, what is that?
Echo.
All right, divided by
It's impossible. Can't.
Yeah,
24 million.
24 million. That's still a lot of bots. That's still a lot, and all it takes is for one.
So 24
to
million is the
enter.
amount of people. If the success rate is 98%, then that means only 24 million people actually win trainers in a month's time.
24 million bots.
They said they get rid of
Win.
98% of the bots.
24 million bots win.
Shoot.
Which is actually, no, but you're actually correct, which is actually only 2 people.
Yeah,
Because they've running 24
Yeah.
million bots.
Shoot.
it's that bad.
Shoot.
There's no shoe going to one human being.
Shoot.
It's bad. How can I even go for the Thunders or the Lightnings, or wherever it is, and a shoe like that? You're telling me shut up, bruv. You didn't get the
Can I
trainer.
be honest, yeah? I'm setting down a bounty for every store right now. You need to release how many bots are taking your shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
word,
I really want to find out cumulatively, yeah? Everything that Nike take off the boat to go to everywhere, yeah? Is there only one pair that goes to a human being that just actually
Yeah, it's
raffled
mad.
mine?
It's
No,
mad.
do you know what? Yeah, I think the only place, yeah, and I get onto them a lot.
Yes.
The only place I
Yes.
know
I
that
know.
I could have stood a chance is Offspring.
I hate that, but it's true.
It's Offspring.
I hate it, but it's true. And I'll tell you why. Actually, no.
You
tell
man
a
are like
lie.
this, flip-flopping like
it's not
salmon
flip-flopping.
fish.
No.
We give props where props are due.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though they are giving it to the same people, we give props where props are due.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I've seen
at the
I've
same
seen a
time-
few of you people with the same. I see you at Offspring.
Every other day.
Goodness
How's
sake,
that even
give me a shoe.
Every drop.
If I had raffled,
You got every drop.
Yeah, every single one. Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Probability 100% to
maybe
100%.
maybe if you gave me the Lightnings or the Thunders this time, then I'll just leave it. I'll just put it in the back door.
Likability.
Oh boy.
But either way,
tranquility.
yes. So every other company, every other website, you need to reveal how many bots are taking your shoes, because I'm not seeing anyone getting shoes from you
Yeah.
guys.
Bro, them man don't care. They
They
want
should
the
do.
moolah.
That's
What
it.
do
They only care about the money at the end
Why
of the
do
day.
they
It's true.
care, bro?
I'm not gonna lie.
I thought they're about community.
Who? There's only one
These
person that said they're about community.
And that is Offspring.
All right then.
That's Offspring. So shout out to Offspring.
You man better
Shout
get
out
back
to
in them
Offspring.
comments. Start tap dancing.
You know.
man got to get on your Zoom. You got work to do, mate.
You know the way I was. You know the way I was telling you how you need to do a squat and you do that little.
Down,
Yeah. You man have got
You
work
know
to
when you
do.
just squat and the back of your bum just does that little drop. That's what you have to do on the
Yeah,
comments.
man.
Just, yeah,
You got to
yeah.
start shaking ass in them comments, boy.
Down bad.
Hey, good luck, guys. Good luck to everybody entering for the Spider-Man Jordan. I love that trainer so much.
Do you know what?
I wish I could
Yourself
have
out
it
on
in
the
my
road.
look.
Let me know,
That's what you
but wait,
said.
let me be real with you guys, yeah. Even when it comes to trainers like that, I'm not even there, bruv. I'm not even looking at trainers like that.
Yeah, I'm really not. Like, even the Travis Scotts, like the olives.
Yeah,
I was a bit bummed that I didn't get them, but I don't really like them. Like, I'm not about to wear a Jordan 1, bro. It's not me, man. What is that?
No. You stay in the corner. Nike, if you want to pass me those Jordans, because I saw Michael Jordan wearing a size, what, was like a 12 or 13, so I know you made plus size.
Michael Jordan wearing a 12, 13?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was wearing a size
17.
17.
Boy.
17.
Anyway,
Size
that's...
17.
Look, I don't
Euro 50, my guy.
I do not care what size it was. All I know is that you got some plus sizes. I checked on StockX, I saw a 10.5, which means there are possibilities there.
You think because
like
Michael
this-
Jordan...
Wait. So all of my Nike plugs out there, I'm looking into your soul right now. If you can give me a 10.5, a UK 10.5, men's, not women's, please hand it over.
You
Thank
think because Michael Jordan's got a big size, you can get a big size as
Can you
well?
imagine?
Look,
you want
eh,
a 17?
Any,
Someone's
I
got
said
17.
10.5.
No, you want a 17. That's what you want.
Anything in this life,
Around like Gucci.
clomp. Anything in this life is possible.
It'll be like that female referee that wears the really long superstars. I'm not
blood
too sure if I
clot.
put
Oh
inside
no,
suit.
that's not real. It's
Is
not
it
Is it real?
I don't think it's real. I saw
Lord.
that, but I don't think it's
She
real.
might have a size 15.
That wasn't a size 15.
That's
That
a
was a
17.
baguette. That
what's
was
the
a size
baguette?
37.
Boy.
Euro 2000.
Anyway, next thing on the list, I'm gonna swiftly pass through this because we've spoken about him briefly. But Ashika is coming to the O2. That's in and out. Okay.
Hey, whoa.
Organized, please.
Come on. Tranquility.
No, the reason
Look at
why,
your guy.
no,
I
the
like
reason
yourself.
why I'm gonna say it so quick is because you haven't released any other song.
Yo guy.
Wait, besides it's 2:30 in the afternoon.
No, Lord have mercy. That song's amazing.
Tranquility.
Do you know what? It's not that great.
It's a good song.
It's not 2:30. What?
Okay, I personally don't love the song, but
All right,
outside
then.
of that fact, I do want to talk about the fact that Ashake came when December. It's been 6 months.
No new music.
Forget the new music. The fact that when he came, 3 people died at Brixton. Now, obviously, it's not his fault, but there has to be some level of accountability that you take in the way in which you move forward with when you come back, how soon you come back, the reparations that need to be done, etc., etc. So the question that I have is, do you feel like it's too soon for Ashake to come back, considering the damage that was done when he just came 6 months ago?
I honestly, in that situation, I cannot put it on Ashake. I can't.
No, we know you can't.
Yeah.
But generally, is it too late? Is it too early for him to come back?
Because in my mind, yeah, even though it wasn't as big as this, I'm comparing his situation with Travis Scott's situation. Travis Scott's situation where he was like, yeah, we're gonna rage.
Yeah.
And he saw people there. Ashake didn't see anyone. He was inside while all this was happening outside. And the fault of what happened was purely with Brixton and security. Hence why that place is shut down. That place is going to turn into a bando real soon.
That's very fair. That's very fair. I mean, yeah, I'm not too sure what more he can do because what he was so far removed. I mean, only thing was is that it was his concert.
It was his
It's very
concert.
unfortunate,
That's
very
it.
sad. So feel free to come back on that side of things. As for your career, your music, you spent the O2 Brixton Academy money. And now you come to do big O2 without dropping any music. It doesn't make any sense right now, my bro.
I think he will sell out O2. He will sell out O2. And the reason why he will sell out O2 is because there were so many people that still didn't get a ticket to
That's
Ashake.
fair. That's true.
And I'm not gonna lie, because obviously Jay was talking about O2.
He's a great performer. I can't lie
He's a
to
great
you.
performer, and I'm not gonna lie, it will be a vibe.
It would
be a vibe.
I think so too. I think it would be a vibe, and also I feel like the demand is there. I believe so. He'll be coming in August. I believe he'll drop something before then.
Oh, he has to.
Yeah, he has to. He has
So
no choice. If he
I'm
was
not
smart.
really worried about the new music, but I am a little bit concerned that you haven't brought out new music right now. So it just looks like greed.
Yeah.
Like it just looks like, yeah, London's my city. Obviously, people love me out there. I've got to come back for them. But it's just like, take time. Is everything okay
at home?
Yeah, like, come on. Like,
I hear it.
Not right
Do-
now.
yeah.
You know what I
Question to
mean?
you guys though, because there's 3 Nigerian artists are doing shows in London very soon.
Wizkid.
Ashake, Wizkid, and Davido. Which one would you go to?
Ashake.
I would only want to see Ashake.
Ashake.
There you go. then.
Mainly because I've been to Wizkid. I've seen Wizkid perform maybe about 6 times now.
There you go. Then.
6 times, and I have no business watching Davido shout at me.
He doesn't shout anymore though.
Yeah, I'm
He's
not
quite
trying
reserved.
to. I don't. Well, that's fine. And to be fair, the Timeless album was very good.
It was good.
It was a good album.
Wait,
Still not
have I heard Wizkid play any songs live that I've been there from Made in Lagos?
Yeah, when we went to
the private screening.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I don't need to listen to him anymore. Yeah, because he's gonna play.
But even the way that he performed Made in
That was
Lagos,
terrible,
as someone that went to the thing,
that was
Yeah.
bad, man.
I fucking love you, London.
So, do you know the thing is, yeah, he still. No, because
That
Afro
night
Nation,
for
Afro
me-
Nation was cold.
That night for me was basically, you know, when you're in a club and they pass you the microphone to just do a little song.
Yeah, just
That's
do
what
a
that whole
little
night was for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
you
wasn't-
didn't go
I did.
No, Toby was there.
to the Made in Lagos one.
Yes.
What made in Lagos?
Sorry,
one?
in 02, you men didn't go.
No. Toby's
No,
talking
the
about the
private
private
Apple
one.
Oh,
Music
the
screening.
private one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've probably seen him 15 times.
For more love, less ego.
Yes.
You man are
Yeah.
saying Made in
But
Lagos.
no, he did
played Made in Lagos.
song.
Okay, got you. I'm
Goodness
confused.
sake,
I'm
come
confused.
on,
I was
be on
confused.
beat. Anyway,
Pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up. Now, a question I want to ask you both. So, as we can see, yeah, there are 4 major artists in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yep. Ashake,
There we go.
Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid. Top 3
Oh gosh.
performers,
You can't.
All rounded.
We can do one category. We can't.
all rounded.
Can't do all rounded. That's gonna take.
All
10
right.
years to get.
So, who's the best artist out of all of them?
Out of 3,
top 3. Burna Boy, Ashake, Davido.
Davido, Burna Boy,
Wizkid.
Ashake, Wizkid. Top performer out of all of them is
No. Best. I said the
Burna
best
Boy.
artist.
Burna Boy.
I think as far as things currently stand, including performance ability, style, voice, likability, the look, it's Ashake for me right now. But I don't feel like that's a fair thing to say because if you asked me this question a year ago, the answer would be different. And like, it's just Ashake's time. So is what it is. The thing about Burna Boy, yeah, I just don't like him as a person.
No one really.
Yeah,
does.
everyone says the
Awful
same
vibes.
thing.
So unfortunately,
Everyone says the same
I can just
Energy
never
is
give
off.
him
But he's
that.
the biggest performer out of all of them.
Yeah,
He is.
Performance,
He is.
performance wise,
Biggest performer.
he is someone that I want to see perform.
Yeah.
I would want to see him perform. Now I'm being because he's a great performer.
Afro Nation.
Oh, yeah,
No,
we
no,
did
it was
see him
no.
perform
But
Afro
Afro
was
Nation,
late.
do you know Afro
It was very
Nation?
dark.
It was dark. My feet were aching.
Yeah.
And 2, it was still a bit too
I couldn't
early,
best for crap, man. I was too waved.
mate.
I would have fallen and landed on the
Oh,
floor.
you didn't see me trustful that day.
Sorry. Burna Boy.
Here comes the hurricane. I'm down.
I think right now.
Long day, man.
I think right now, Burna Boy is in his prime in regards to like performance. Like he knows he's shit now. So that's why
Yeah.
I want to see it now. When it was Afro Nation, I think it was a bit too early and I was a bit too immature for me to appreciate his stage presence.
I think we're just all too drunk to appreciate it.
No, trust me, I wasn't drunk. My feet were in
I
pain.
was-
I was ready to go
You were
home.
bad vibes that night, man.
You me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my
I'll
feet were
never
in pain.
forget. You was really.
I
When
don't remember.
Kendrick said "bitch" and "kill my vibe," he was talking to
Serious? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
because
bad.
it was late. Like Burner came on at about midnight.
Yeah.
And
My
Michael
feet
just
were in
kept on
pain,
saying,
bruv.
"Let's go towards the edge. Let's go towards the edge. Let's get
so
ready
we
to
can get
go."
ready to go.
But I'm like, we're trying to watch this man perform.
Yeah.
I was very annoyed that day.
I don't remember.
Man, all of you get off my back, man.
Anyway.
Anyway, next thing on the list is the Met Gala. So the Met Gala happened about 2 weeks ago.
Bro, it feels like years ago now.
Yeah, it happened
Yeah.
about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
It came and went. Like, what the
Yeah.
heck?
Yeah, it was like a fart. That's why. Do you know the reason why it came and went? Because I don't think there were any like stand out.
Sorry for the yawn.
Last year's Met Gala was the one where Gunna was there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one.
Potentially.
No,
I don't remember.
no,
He was.
no, because he went
was.
to jail
In the
like
cape, in the
September.
Tom Brown cape.
Like, yeah,
With
he
the
went.
dog.
He went to jail like last year September. So Met Gala was like in May. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
I just feel like people said, Carl, they took it literally. What did we see? Those damn Chanel flowers, the glasses, the fingerless gloves. We got someone dressed up as the cat. Like, a very predictable stuff. Nothing stand out. Rihanna's outfit wasn't that good. ASAP Rocky, I mean, it was cool. I like the beat. My favorite outfit, which I kind of feel like this is where we should just close it.
Where?
We should all say our favorites. My favorite man was Bad Bunny and Jacques Mousse.
Yes.
That backless
With the
suit
J on the
was
back. Perfect.
Chef kiss.
Let me
really
see it.
like that.
Stunning.
And my favorite woman was
I know who my favorite woman was.
go on.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah, that was mine. Yeah.
It was either
That was
Tiana
mine.
Taylor or what's that?
But I didn't want to say that because it didn't feel right.
Oh man,
What?
So I tried doing one of her songs. Oh my goodness, she's mad animated and she's short and she wears pink lipstick. She was part of the Tom Brown
No,
group.
I thought.
And she wore
Who's he talking about?
She wore the oversized blazer.
I thought
that was in like.
Oh, you're talking about Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, I did that.
What song is that?
Tick,
Man,
look,
whatever, man.
This is Bad Bunnies. That's a tick. Look, it's in the back.
Yeah, it's all right.
With the train?
Yeah.
It was
No, it's all right. But yeah,
Janelle's was cool, but no, she wasn't my favorite. There was somebody else, but it just feels like 10 years ago. I don't
Tiana
even
Taylor,
remember.
the cut of that dress and the way it showed her hips as well.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, it was very sexy, but there was definitely someone who had a more standard. I remember saying it as well, but I don't remember who it is. It's just so long ago, and to be honest, you guys don't care. Let's be for real.
Do you know who was boring?
You don't care anymore.
Do you know who was boring?
Who?
Diddy.
Rihanna.
Oh gosh, but
Diddy was boring.
Diddy's not someone I'm looking for.
At
Diddy
all,
was
ever.
boring.
Like, why are you here?
Ever in life.
Boy, I don't know.
Dua Lipa's
Carisha
dress was
looked
nice.
great.
Dua Lipa's
Great.
dress was nice.
Man.
That was the
Oh
Chanel.
yeah. This was an actual Chanel 1992
Was it?
dress.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, so Carl was known for his like Chanel bridal
Yeah, that's what a lot of
runway,
people
and
tried to
that
run
was
up.
straight off the runway.
Really?
Amazing.
Wow.
Fit her amazingly. Great.
Yeah, it was alright, but there was nothing special, man. There was nothing that
Cardi
stood
looked
out, and I was
great,
like,
as always.
yeah, she did. Was Offset on there?
No.
No.
Damn,
He
man.
stayed his ass at home.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right,
Anyway,
cool. Let's
next
move
thing on the list is so there were some comments going around that the US have cancelled the UK. The US have cancelled the UK because of
Again?
because of our Chinese statement.
Bro,
Because
this is-
we call our Oriental food Chinese.
Okay, first of all, the word Oriental does not run
Doesn't
anymore.
work.
No?
No, it does not. But Chinese food.
The only reason why it's called
Chinese
Oriental
takeaway.
Kitchen.
Yeah, I know you
Because that's
say
the
that. Yes,
name
that's
of the
restaurant.
Chinese
Yeah.
restaurant.
Why would you call it Oriental Kitchen?
Because they want to call it Oriental Kitchen.
MBT,
Why?
don't do this.
Why is
I don't want to be cancelled at the US.
Yeah,
Why
fix
is
it.
Nando's called Nando's? Don't.
Like,
that was a very
it was a bad example,
that was
Toby.
a very bad example.
You guys need to shush them out, both of you. No, that is not what it's called anymore. We apologize on MBT's behalf. Now,
Don't apologize on my behalf.
Why is a fish called
the
salmon?
American versus UK discourse all
Yeah.
started because somebody put up a picture of their scran, their Chinese food, like
With
their
their
typical
chips.
meal. Yeah. And it was like, I'm sorry, that's the worst
the
kind of
worst
Chinese
thing.
for me. Yeah.
I could be honest.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
say-
the worst kind. So you got like beef and black bean sauce, you got rice, then you got curry sauce on top of the chips.
What?
You're moving, man. There's a little saveloy in there, brother. Come
Do you know,
on.
do you know what's so mad?
Greed
Yeah?
is one of the cardinal sins,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Remember that,
Lots of
weirdo.
Do you know what? Now hearing what you said, yeah,
Grotesque.
the UK really know how to mess up a lot of shit.
Oh Lord.
That's what I think. Look, yeah. When they were angry, I was like, one thing you can be angry with is the chips being on.
'Cause
in
it's
that-
mad, it's
and the
mental.
curry sauce. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Brazy. We don't do that around our
Anything
side.
else, yeah. Shout it, blood.
No, 100. No, but do you remember there was a time when I sent you a video on TikTok where this girl was she had a late night and she bought
She wang, wang,
Chinese
wang, wang.
and she put rice, she put a curry, she put the chips, she put
Sorry, everything. That noise that Toby made is from a meme. It does not in any way relate to the demographic that you're speaking
It's
to.
only a meme.
It's a meme about eating
he
late
said
at night.
and
It's a pot that makes noise. It's not a racist remark. Please
Terrible
continue.
timing.
No, wait,
Sure. I
Why do you man want to get us cancelled? Why?
not trying to.
Why?
I'm not trying to.
Man says, "Show wait, at a time like this."
Sorry.
said late night.
God,
I'm putting the video in the episode so these man don't think we're
God
finished.
forgive us.
Make sure you find it.
So basically,
They'll find you.
sorry, they will definitely find you.
Go on, Michael.
So basically, the video that I sent Kesi on TikTok, yeah, she had a late night, yeah. She came back from somewhere, she bought Chinese.
Yeah.
And if you saw the monstrosity on her plate,
It was bad.
Rice, curry, chips. She's like, I put in the chips here, just as a side. Then I'm going to put the prawn crackers to dip inside the curry. Then I'm going to put the ribs. Yeah, I need the ribs. And then she put all this stuff. And I was like, your shit in the morning.
Black,
Stinking,
bro.
smelly.
Black and green, like this
Sewage.
box right here.
Remember that time? Remember last episode when someone fired through the vents and it killed
Sewage. It was
Mad.
her. It was actually her.
Yeah, man.
Mad.
That's the only thing that they can try and be angry about. I can't lie. It's called a Chinese here, and that's
Facts.
just the way it is.
Her.
100%.
What do you want us to do?
It's like when we call stuff like Caribbean food.
all of them are eating beef and broccoli. That's their Chinese food. I don't know what beef and broccoli
Yeah,
is.
facts.
I'm getting
Boy,
beef.
man,
It's
they-
beef and black bean sauce, my
Per-
friend.
Boy,
My
anyway.
friend.
Beef
Anyway.
and broccoli.
Anyways, old news. They got over that.
I
man.
want to get through the remainder of the news.
Yes,
So
please.
quickly, Messi. Oh, Messi. Oh, you got caught. Messi got caught in someone else's bed. Yep, it was in Saudi's bed.
What?
Yep, Messi got found in Saudi's bed.
There's got to be a better way to
No,
tell the
100%.
news.
has to be.
Because PSG, yeah, I think they what's it called? They fined him. They fined him X amount, but it's because he's trying to find a contract.
No,
a new contract.
He went on holiday.
No,
it wasn't
oh,
Saudi.
really?
He didn't go to Saudi.
It wasn't
bro.
Saudi.
I don't think it was in
I
Saudi.
heard it says Saudi. I found it was Saudi.
No. So he's going. He's linked to a Saudi Arabian football club,
Toby,
and they want to pay him 440 million, I think, a year or something like that. But I don't know.
it's a Saudi team.
No, but he went on holiday when he was supposed to be in training or something like that.
And whilst he was there,
He wasn't. It wasn't. He just went on holiday. It wasn't
All right.
anything to do
and
with
there was a
Saudi.
Saudi team that wanted to poach him for 400 million a year.
I don't know.
The news, the word on the curve, is that Messi
Was
is
in
being
bed.
scouted by a team in Saudi Arabia that
Yep.
are willing to pay up to £400 million or the equivalent currency.
So what's the difference
per
in what I
year.
said?
You
There's a
said
lot of variables.
Everything but what I just
Yes,
said.
there's a lot of
mate.
variables in what you said.
Jesus, we have
Either
no
way,
updates right
it was
now,
creepy.
but
There's
we'll
nothing else
keep
to say about that one.
keep you up to date on that one.
Yeah, damn it.
All right, so next thing on the list. Yep, Nines has released another album.
Sorry, we've got two things here on my list. I'd really like us to talk
shit,
about.
then.
Can we talk about the first one ever so quickly?
Let's go.
Right, before we do, spoiler alert, because I don't
Thank
think
you,
it's actually
Toby.
out.
Thank you,
Look,
Toby.
man,
Yes,
power.
you are right. So,
Power.
power.
Book Ghost.
Thank you, MBT.
Let's go.
Thank you. So season 3, episode 9 and 10. Season 3, right? Or season 2?
season 3.
Season 3, episode 9 and 10 has leaked against everybody's wishes. 50
Everybody gonna
Cent-
die.
50 Cent actually accused Stars, the
I hear it.
TV show,
For
as the
leaking
ones
it.
that leaked it. Yeah, but there's like a whole thing about it. Anyway, the final 2 episodes have been leaked, and it is intense. If you have not watched it, I'm giving us 2 minutes to talk about it. Go.
Menace.
My God, my God. Tariq.
What the
Ty-
heck, man?
The situation Tyreek's in right now, yeah.
It's a long day for him, man.
Do you know
I
what?
don't think it is.
What?
No, because
think it is.
because
Ghost
when
and
Toby
Tommy
watched it,
reincarnated.
that's it. That's exactly it.
Ghost and Tommy
I
reincarnated.
see what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
His boy has turned into Tommy for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It's-
And
it's just Ghost and Tommy again.
Do you know what? Yeah, because I never expected it.
Yeah, I never
I
expected
don't
either.
because
Yeah.
they've been calling him a bitch throughout the whole season.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you know what? After he pushed his uncle and killed him, he was like, you know what? It's all done.
Yeah, because that's what they say though, right? Once you kill the first, not like I know
Yeah,
anything,
yeah,
but
taste
like
the
once you
blood,
get the first
yeah.
body, yeah, once you get
But the thing is,
taste.
he's seen so many people die already.
Yeah.
You know
But
what?
once you do it yourself with your own hand, there's blood in your hands, blood on the leaves.
That's the
Very
thing
long
for
day.
me. My issue with well, it's not an issue. The thing that got me was I just never expected that ending. I didn't foresee everyone turning their back on him. Obviously, when
I
it's-
did.
Me neither.
I
No,
didn't
I
foresee
didn't.
it at all. I didn't see it happen because
I didn't.
I generally just thought, okay, cool. He's now like, I'm gonna take the next step up, which is that he wants to go back to
Yep.
that Noma lady and
Yeah.
say, I need to learn a business
Yep.
so I can basically take over you. But she doesn't need to know that.
Yep.
But when it all came out, yeah, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you fault nigga," and everyone came out, "You fault nigga," and Effie,
No.
Effie took me by surprise.
Do you know what? Do you know what? She didn't take me by surprise.
She took
didn't
me
take
by surprise,
No, she
but
didn't.
my
she
gosh.
was completely validated in what she did.
Yeah,
I would have done it too.
guaranteed.
Really?
Tariq moved mad.
He was, and she
Tariq moved
She
mad.
gave him a chance. She did give him a chance. She
Yeah.
was like, look.
So
are you
what
gonna
about,
scream out
are we
prison?
gonna?
Yeah. She was like, are we gonna?
He said, "No,
help me
you're
out?"
good. Let
No,
me drop you home."
Is that
What?
it? All right, bet.
Do you know what's so mad? Is that I expected that from her, but the reason why she deserved everything she got as well is because she lied.
Do you know what's so
not
mad?
that
You know
deep,
we've hit
though.
2 minutes already.
Boy, we continue. She lied.
We're going again. We're spoiler alert. Two more minutes. Two more minutes.
She shouldn't have lied. She should have said, Tyreek, I got to kill this girl.
Yeah, she shouldn't have lied, but at the same time, I would have done the same thing.
And what's
Diana?
No, not Diana. What's
She's a bitch as well.
She is, man. But
she's a big bitch.
But that's her character. Her character is the sneaky sly girl. Like she's the girl that can slip and slide through anything.
Oh, what the sister?
Yeah, that's her character. That's her superpower. When I saw that, I was like, that's actually her superpower.
That's why they use her to lie all the time.
Yeah,
okay, because she said Tyreek is the one that shot his mom.
Even when you knew it wasn't.
It wasn't him. She knew it wasn't him. But she's like, okay, cool, it's my time to get him. So, boy,
I don't like that.
She's gonna die as well.
I don't like that.
I don't think she will.
I want her to die.
Because she's sneaky. She's slimy. She'll get out.
Do you know who I want to die? What's his name?
Who?
Drew. He's a liability, bro.
Drew's
he got all the Castillos killed. Yeah. He's a liability.
Before you get into that, I'll speak to Michael about this. Where the heck do they find all this equipment to do all this shit, please? This gas canister thing that was in the back of the truck. Where are you going to find that in Argos?
No, it's true, because the thing is, it was a van full.
Industrial.
It was a van full of it.
Where?
Wait, no.
Don't ask questions for shows.
No, that is like a nuclear bomb. They had a nuclear bomb in the back of a van and said,
they had access. They had access. Just know they had it.
The question,
the necessary place.
The question I want to ask.
They got a guy.
Who taught them how to do this?
I don't know.
They've been watching a lot of YouTube.
I can't lie. Maybe in my mind I would have thought of that.
Because their dad's been in jail for a very long time.
But what?
How would you have been able to think of that?
Because if I know I want to kill them all in one place, it's like carbon monoxide poisoning. You know when people like leave the gas on in their car and then open the windows hotbox? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, turn it on, innit? Anyway, very good. Do you have any predictions for how the following season is going to go?
Tyreek's going to kill every single one of them.
I think the drug business is about to go crazy. Tariq's going to have his own set.
Yeah.
But he's literally going to become his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that...
There's going to be a war.
I kind of want Tasha to die.
I thought she was going to on that bench.
Yeah.
I thought what's his name was going to come and shoot her.
Yeah, I want Tasha gone. And I want Tariq to turn into the ghost type of character.
Yeah, he is going to turn into that.
But I want him to succeed.
Yeah, I want him to succeed.
I don't think he will, man. They never do.
Yeah, but I want him to because his dad never got to, so I want him to.
No, his dad did
succeed. No, he didn't because he died. The reason why I want him to succeed is because I want him to be a situation where he's like, okay, my dad gave me that letter where he was like, I knew,
but I turned it into something.
But I actually did it. You get what I mean?
Speaking of that letter, Paz's son, the one that works in the police that got the USB drive at the end, madness. We don't know what's on that. We don't know what's on that. Long day,
and that's what's pissing me off because Cooper Sacks.
Yeah, Cooper Sacks.
Sacks.
Yeah, long day, man.
That guy, lad.
Yeah, he flipped everything upside down.
And that was not the way I needed him to go.
I didn't want it
I
like
wanted
that,
more carnage.
man.
I wanted torture. I wanted it to be a long day.
I didn't want it like that, man. He got too easy.
He deserved to die that way. Everything. No, Tyreek's fucked.
He's not.
Boy.
Because Method Man's in the same situation.
Shall I tell you why
he's
not?
Gonna have to help him.
Noma's right hand man is in his pocket.
Yeah.
It's true.
He's got Noma's right hand man.
After she cut his face, and he's got the green cards as well.
Yeah, man. He's on Tariq's side. So Tariq has really got someone in power. So boy, they should all be. They're all in trouble.
Boy, shout out to Tariq. Okay, with that we got one more thing, and then we can get into the music, and then quickly move on.
Look, Vice has gone into liquidation. They're gonna get bought for 225 million.
Bankruptcy. Have they officially filed?
I think they're about to.
They're about to officially file for bankruptcy. End of an era, man. That's really sad to hear. Man. But they're projected to sell for $225 million, which is a lot. But I suppose mad that you got there in the first place.
They were their wealth back in 2017 was like $5 billion.
Oh
yeah. They were like a prime, like,
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
I actually wanted to work for Vice once.
Really?
Serious?
They turned me down.
Wow. Really? Do you know what? I've actually tried applying for them as well.
That's God. Because look, 2023.
No, look at them.
No, but when did you apply for them?
No, man.
You would have been in and out by then. You would have been in and out by then.
Probably. Okay, now can we get into the music? I'm very excited for this.
So, next thing on the list is Nines. Crime scene massive.
Who?
Crime scene. That's where he's from. That's what they.
Is it called that?
Crime scene boys.
Church Road.
No, crime scene.
Is that what CS Boys is?
Yeah, crime scene.
Is that what it means? CSB9's crime scene boys.
It's not Church Road. It's crime scene.
Yeah,
did I say it? Am I about to say Church Road?
I never heard
crime
of crime
scene.
scene.
I just been saying CS.
No, I definitely believe it's crime scene, and then they are like the ICB part of it. ICE boys part of it.
Interesting.
Anyway, more life. Nines has brought out Crop Circle 2.
Yeah.
very exciting. This is his latest release. It came out a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, immediate thoughts on the album.
Good.
Yeah, it's a decent body of work.
Rating out of 10?
7.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it that. Do you know the reason why? It's
Go
because in and out like a fart.
And that's why you give it a 7.
Yeah,
Like-
no, because
you
it's a
like
good body of
farts?
work. It's a good body of work,
Right.
but there's nothing there that's still making me want to listen to it. It's out like a fart.
I feel like if I heard a song, it's like
Yeah, that's
Do you know what I
it.
mean? To me, 5.5, 6.
wow.
Nah, that's too low.
5.5, 6.
That
I think
is too
Highly
low.
Blessed is a really brilliant song.
Really song.
And I think that hearing Wretch 3-2 as a singer, as a vocalist, was a treat.
What about
Yeah.
the other song? Look what the Weed Man done. Weed Man.
Look what the way man done.
Love that song.
It's an alright song.
Little bounce, you know what I mean?
love it. I absolutely love that song.
I hear it.
That's the song of the
I hear
album
it.
for
I
me
hear it.
personally. I don't know why. It's just got something.
Do you know what song I really enjoy?
What?
Favela.
Ah, lad. Lad.
I don't see that. Just
There's
listen
no-
to it in my head.
man, they're
I'm
not
not the
bouncing.
favela. It's just, yeah. Anyway, I think like the album in general, the album in general, I just think it was just missing something. I do really like, actually, as a reference, I like Koji Radical's verse on "Fuck the World." I thought
Yeah,
that was a nice
that was a
verse.
good one.
That was a nice verse, and obviously Tiggs the author is always doing a great
Yeah,
job, so it's
100%.
whatever.
You
But
can never go wrong
with
with
Tiggs
Mr.
the
Tiggs.
author, you just
You
can't.
can't. If you're going to have a solid like rap album,
Yeah.
and you're in the UK and
Yeah.
you don't have Tiggs on it, it's not authorized.
Yeah, I just, if Highly Blessed and, even Favela, I'm calling it out, but like, do you know what I mean? Could do without it. If Highly Blessed and, it's really just Highly Blessed. If Highly Blessed wasn't here, yeah, I'd be calling this album like a 4 out of 10. It's just very typical Nines. And actually, someone put out a tweet, which I found very interesting. They said that this album could have been made by AI. Like, it was just typical
Oh,
Nines.
Lord.
It was just nothing else, nothing more than like what he's really given.
Do you know
and I
what's
hear that loudly.
What is also sad is that shortly after Pot of Paper released his album, and I'm not gonna lie,
Cleared it.
it cleared it.
Out the water.
it.
Hold it. He
Pot
went
of
like this.
Paper. Anyway,
Yeah.
Pot of Paper's come out with his new album, real back in style and true to the name.
Yeah.
Wow.
It really, really has blown me away.
I wasn't actually
Blown
aware that
me
he brought
away.
an album to my
Yeah.
played it.
What?
I wasn't
on
aware.
earth?
I'm
Yeah.
being serious. I was not aware that he
Toby
brought an
listened to it.
album.
He's like, whoa.
This thing blew my mind.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh
listen.
my days.
So
Don't
wait,
even
quick
get
one.
me started.
Quick one. What would you rate it out of 10?
8.
8.
Easy.
So I rated it at 9. When I spoke to Rowan about it, Rowan gave it a
Shout out
7.
Rowan.
Shout out Rowan.
He gave
There's
it a
no
7.
reason for him to give it a 7.
No.
Yeah?
Now,
And
his
there's no reason.
explanation was it's a great body of work,
Yeah?
but it's like the same old, okay, this is where I'm
It's
from.
not. It's
the
not.
drug
Is it
life, the
Gangster
blah, blah,
Writers? Was
blah.
that not Gangster
Gangsta Writers,
Is
yeah.
that the last album?
That wasn't the name of the album. It's
No,
called
that
Thanks
was
for
that
Waiting.
was a song.
Wasn't
The
it?
song is Gangsta Writers.
What's the name of the album?
Thanks for Waiting.
Thanks for waiting. It's not what. It's not Thanks for waiting.
It's not Thanks
No,
for Waiting. It's not
definitely
Training Day 3. It's not.
Nope.
It's very different.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's it's
No,
beautiful.
The
to
thing
write
is, I do get what he was saying, but I still kind of give it my rating. And Pot of Paper,
beautiful.
this guy,
beautiful.
the way he raps,
Writes.
yeah, the way he writes.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, you could. We were in the gym. Remember when you was talking to me in the gym and I was
Yeah.
listening to the what's it called?
Kayla's Story, I think it is.
Was it? No, I don't think it was. It was the other one.
Toy Story 2.
Yeah, Toy Story 2. She was talking to me. I was so
You couldn't
like,
hear a damn thing.
I was
dying on the
in it.
line.
I was so in it. I didn't hear her.
What was the song that he was talking about? That girl.
Kayla's Story.
Oh my days.
It's so
Powerful.
vivid.
Listen,
Oh.
Potter said,
That
yeah,
hurt
he
me,
said
man.
the rent is due, the lights are off. I've got nothing. This is all I've got. I've just got to make it work.
Mate.
That's what he did with that album.
Mate.
He was rapping like his life was on the line. Okay, the rent was overdue. He said, I've got to bring something,
Boy.
anything.
That song gripped me.
Jeez,
Yeah,
Louise.
wow.
Even the way it ended as well, where he said he got the guy.
Yeah,
Toby was
man.
like, he done that.
Yeah,
That's
he,
it. Yeah,
he,
for sure.
yeah,
That's a
guilty
fact.
for he did that shit.
For
That's
a
a
fact.
factual
That-
non-fiction, my guy.
exactly.
He's like, he done
That's
that.
non-fiction.
He done that. A
This
million.
album,
I love
yeah,
a million.
No, okay. So
love a million.
one thing I will say, yeah, is the production.
Yeah, cold.
Top tier.
From
Some
beginning to
of
end.
the producers that he's got on this album, obviously we saw Harry Fraud, La Musica,
Yeah.
they had a
Yeah.
fraud, that was nice, it was cool.
Yeah.
I don't really love that song, but I appreciate the fact that he got, such a prominent producer.
Yeah.
EY, who produced, he produced quite a few songs, a lot of Drake's, a lot of Stormzy songs, but a lot of Drake songs as well.
Serious?
There's that one Drake song, Omerta, which I really enjoy.
Oh, is that okay?
That was EY, and he
Swear.
produced.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he produced Actuality and one more song on the album. Anyway,
wow.
Cold Stuff, and then he had,
Cold stuff.
top
and then
notch.
he had Emil, who's a producer. He's into like jazz and that, a producer from the UK, and he produced that. You know that song Bakerloo by Nux, and the cover
Yes,
is orange.
yeah.
That's Emil, and
Mad,
he produced.
okay.
I can't remember what song he produced, but like he's got big
some
hitters.
great
Do you know what I
producers.
mean? Like he's not
Okay,
sleeping.
so what are your
Oh,
top 3 songs?
top 3 songs.
I can't
I've got
do
it.
because I've still got to go again.
Actuality is top
Okay.
1 for me.
All right.
Actuality, £1 million, and hey,
Yeah. For me, it's £1 million, multifaceted, and Move Your Hand.
What I'm trying
Move
to
Your
say as well.
Track Flocane.
no.
Track Flocane is
No.
hard. It is hard.
Okay, so £1 million, Actuality. This is too hard.
It's not that hard.
It is.
Hold it.
I'm going with Blame Brexit. Bro, Blame Brexit is so cold. And how can I explain as well? I might go in for number 4. I really like Multifaceted, but because it's already been a single and I'd heard it already, I'm not including it.
Man, it's a cold
So,
song. Give the guy props where he needs.
Amazing stuff.
But something else that Real One said, which is very true, he needs to stay out of jail.
yeah, free him up,
back in, man.
Yeah, he's back in.
Yeah,
he needs to stay
free
out of
him
jail.
up, free him
He needs to
up.
stay out of jail. If he wants to really make it. But do you know what is sad is that...
But this is an old case.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's what
part of
I
the old
thought.
case.
I thought
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an old
yeah.
case.
What is sad...
Was there new evidence?
I'm not sure. But what is so sad is that without the lifestyle that he has, and I think we spoke about this briefly, without the lifestyle that he has,
Or had, we don't know if you
or had, how much gravitas does it give his career?
It's not about, it's for me, he's past is what brings
Of course.
the bass.
The grit.
The grit.
grit.
Yeah,
in his song.
100%.
I hear it.
It's like, it's not just him just coming up with random stories in his head. He's actually
Yeah.
lived this and
Yeah.
been through this, and this is
100%.
actual stuff that happened. And he pours it into his music.
Yeah.
And you can hear it.
You can hear him pouring
Like,
it
you
into
can
it, yeah.
feel it. Like,
Yep.
that, what's her name? Kayla?
Kayla's story.
Oh, Lord!
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That
every
was nuts.
single word you heard.
Pause this episode and go listen to Kayla's
If you haven't
Yeah.
listened to it
And
already,
then come back.
What a storyteller.
Yeah,
You'll
it's
shed
cold.
tears.
It's cold. It's cold.
You'll actually shed tears.
Did you even see the CD?
No.
So
Love it.
The CD was obviously the face.
Yeah.
And then there's another cover that has his grill. It's
Yeah.
just his grill, and it's
So when it
Ah.
goes on top, it covers his teeth.
Hey.
it's sick.
Yeah.
I saw it. I might actually. I want to get it.
It was
Yeah,
a vinyl.
I hear
I
it.
want it.
It was
No,
just
no,
a
it's
it was a
just,
CD.
just-
like
I
a
wouldn't even
normal
mind
CD.
getting it on vinyl. You know.
I would get it on vinyl.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a really good album.
That's
Let me
how
look into it.
that's how strong.
Strong, yeah.
It was.
It was a very what we got. We got some merch. It's not good enough. Yeah, we're looking to that. Man's selling rolling trays. Oh, free this man out, man.
Big
One
time.
one thing
Free
I
him up.
will
He's not
ask,
focusing on
because
that.
I think I asked Kesi this briefly. Yeah. If Mover didn't go to jail,
We will never know. We will
Come on,
never
man,
know.
deal with us. Come
And the
on.
reason why I say we will never know is because he only had that smash shit. Then he
ringtone.
went to jail. Yes.
No,
What else was there for him to be able to say, you know what, yeah, this guy had a seriously promising career?
but that's that pot of paper though.
No. Pot of Paper has been able to bring out stuff. The only thing we have for Mover is ringtone.
As far as the hit song, yeah, but the thing is, the talent that Mover had,
Oh, of course.
Second to none.
Of course.
the talent was there. What I said to Michael when he asked me this question was that the thing about Potter is that, first of all, his voice,
The grit is mad.
you can feel the realness in his voice, and that storytelling element is not something that I got from Mover.
No, Mover's great.
That's
That's fine.
Mover was
did you
great.
hear? You didn't hear anything other than ringtone.
No. There were other songs. There were other songs.
There was
outside
other,
of
there was
Ringtone.
other songs. Yes, there was other songs.
Yeah.
but nothing. I don't think there was enough. For me
Okay.
to
He
say-
he just didn't get the chance. He didn't get the
Yeah.
chance to do it. But what I will say though is that I definitely feel like Mover had enough talent to get to where Potter is, and could have been, but it just two things.
She said
First
he
of
would've
all,
got lost.
huh?
You said he would have got lost in everything that was going on.
I feel like one, he would have got lost with everybody that's here. I think Potter has for the simple fact that he's not black, okay? He has a unique look. Do you know what I mean? He looks like someone that wouldn't be as good as he is, and then when you hear him, you're like, oh my gosh, wow, amazing.
Yeah, I hear it.
And that is enough to take him, not to say that his talent hasn't brought him where he is, because it absolutely has. But there is definitely, like, people perk up their ears to hear from Pot Paper.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, Mover would just get lost in the fact that we're in a sea of black men doing exactly what he was doing. But unfortunately,
one thing I will say is that Mover's storytelling was impeccable.
It's unfortunate. Favour ain't fair.
Pot of Paper. I want to say something that's very, very questionable. Pot of Paper.
Yeah.
He's rap, UK rap, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Pot of Paper or J Hus?
Pot of Paper. Pot of Paper, sorry.
If one had to go.
If one had to go.
Yeah, of course, it's Pot of Paper that has to go.
Pot of Paper has to go.
Pot of Paper has to go.
If one has to go. Oh, brother.
If one has to go, it's Pot of Paper.
If one has to go.
I'm not going to lie. J Hus?
It would be Pot of Paper. But what a loss.
No, 100%.
The only reason,
100%.
the only reason why is because, unfortunately, there just has not been anybody that's done what J Hus has done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one has even gotten close.
Yeah.
Potter, even though he is truly amazing, and I genuinely think he's one of the best rappers that we have, and this is one of the best albums I've heard in a very long time, or at least this year for sure.
Nobody's done that, J Hus.
No one's done it like J Hus.
I'm not gonna lie. That guy.
You see that legendary status, on J Hus' side, that's not gonna last for long.
Oh, it can't.
It's not gonna last for long.
It can't if he doesn't.
So
do
he needs to
something.
take time
Yeah.
and get it right. Because
hear it.
otherwise, if you ask me this question in 6 months,
it
might be a different answer.
You know what? As much as you're saying it won't last for long, if J Hus was to never release music again, he will still have that legendary status. And the reason why,
it'll be so infamous. It'll be like,
that's it.
Just cleared off the earth now.
It would have been.
What else is there?
We will still be saying nobody has done it like J Hus.
It'll be like Frank Ocean.
It'll be like Lauryn Hill. Yeah.
Lauryn Hill?
No,
I
same
would have said like Frank Ocean, not Lauryn Hill.
Same thing. Lauryn Hill brought out that one album.
That was it. Nothing. And it still hits to this day.
Yeah.
No, but those people are still holding to nostalgia. I'm telling you.
Hoteps.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. They're holding on to nostalgia. This is what I'm saying. Like, with Frank Ocean, now that he did that Coachella set, people are looking at him sideways.
Oh, 100%.
Or they're looking at themselves sideways, saying, "Why the hell did I hang on for so long?"
That's it.
Including you.
Kesi's one of them. Anyway, let's move on to the main topic.
Before we do, I have a question.
What's up?
Let me just go into my question bag.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, cool. Are there any dreams you remember that have stuck with you, good or bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's many. And
now,
they're all scary.
The reason why I say that, that's the thing. Now, my second question to add on to that, is, first of all, say your dream. And
I'm not gonna
say the second. I want to say the second question, because I really feel like the ones that stuck with me, relate to religion.
Yep, same.
Yeah,
For
100%.
Sure.
Yeah,
okay.
100%.
So my one, I'll go with my one first.
Oh, we airing out.
Tobi, no.
You might as well. Why not?
I've had some scary
Do you
dreams.
know what? Yeah, if it's too bad, we'll take it out.
Yeah, my one.
Go on.
Boy, oh boy, my one. I don't even know where I was, man.
How old were you when you had this dream?
Teens? No, not teens. Sorry, early 20s.
Okay, early 20s.
20s,
Okay.
yeah.
It's only last week.
No, it
Do
could
you know what I
have been.
mean?
Early 20s. So my one was that I was hearing, a voice. Like there's a bunch of people in the room, bunch of my friends in the room, and I was hearing a voice. I can't remember what the voice was saying, but all of a sudden, everyone started getting taken up.
Taken up where, dog?
To heaven. Everyone started taken up to heaven. And I remember a voice saying, "No." I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "No."
What, to you?
I don't know. To this day, I don't know.
You were just assuming.
I said, "No."
So what happened to you?
I said, "Why?" I heard horns. I was like, horns. Okay.
Yeah, I think this was close to the time you read Revelations.
Probably.
100%.
I heard horns. And then I remember just seeing like horses.
Yep, Revelations.
And I said, oh Lord. I said, I woke up, I've never prayed so hard in my life.
Absolutely.
To the point where I was actually in tears and I was hot.
Oh no.
And I was like, rotted.
Yeah, madness.
I didn't know what.
So everyone went up. And you were standing and watching them go?
I don't know. I was just in, I was in the room.
Yeah. Do you know what?
I don't know.
Do you know what?
I really don't know.
Do you know what? A lot.
But I prayed and I repented for all my sins.
Do you know
what? What the heck?
That's a long day, man.
I can say, because the way dreams work, for me, I don't see myself in the
You
dream.
don't see, but
Yeah,
you
it's
are,
a
but you are, you
It
are
feels
there.
like I'm like I'm a third person.
Yeah.
Like imagine me sitting here, like my
It's
eyes.
like,
it's a point of view
when you use VR,
perspective.
but you're the avatar and you're just walking around.
Yeah.
So that's how it feels, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, I'm not gonna lie, relate to like someone dying or whatever it is.
Yep.
And it's not nice.
Yeah.
It's not nice. The prayers I do when I wake up is a bit nuts.
Yeah.
So this is my thing, because the only dreams I ever remember.
Oh, the scary ones.
No, it's not just the scary
ones
ones,
specifically.
but specifically relate to religion.
Yeah.
Everything else, I mean, well, let's not say religion. Let's say Christianity. Everything else, as soon as I wake up, it's gone.
Like a fart.
Yeah.
Let's let this fart analogy go, man.
Please.
God damn,
But
Suede.
yes.
Yeah, I hear that.
That was. I just wanted to see if you guys ever had any dreams that stuck with you, because
So-
some people don't.
My
I know you've
one.
had some scary dreams.
Yeah, I've had some scary ones from time to time. I've had a recurring one that like one of my family members committed suicide. Yeah, that one's been recurring for time.
Wow.
But one of the dreams that I will never, ever, ever, ever forget. Yeah, I was like 8 years old, must have been, because I was living in a particular house. So I could not have been older than 10 years old. And basically, the dream was that. Have I told you this before?
Oh no.
The dream was that every day on a specific. Okay, so there was
groundhog.
a specific date. Yeah, there was a specific date of the year, which just so happens to be a birthday of one of my family members. Would be a day that this woman would come into our house
God forbid.
and like go around the house, and I think it was like to taunt us.
God
but
forbid.
basically, it like in my mind. This is how I know I must have been young, because it was like a very childish version of what I would imagine a witch to be, like huge nose, big hat sort of thing. And it was like every day on this specific day, this witch would like come in and like, you know, just make noise and just like be a rascal around the house. And I used to have that dream like every couple of days around that time. And then one time I grew up, and I told my mum, and we went for 3 days fasting as a result.
For sure.
Yeah.
The hell out of that.
Literally 3 days fasting in Thamesmead, no food, no water. We had to get that dream out the way. I haven't dreamt about it since.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That was mine.
By the way, I haven't dreamt that dream, but since ever. That dream came and gone.
No,
I
can't-
definitely feel like that was related to Revelations.
Yeah, for
100%.
sure. Facts.
I remember
facts.
one time
when I read it. Yeah,
I
I
remember
time.
Toby kept telling me everything that he read. I was like, why are you telling me, boy?
But
No,
actually,
Revelations is a mad book. Revelations is a mad book. It's a mad book. Sorry, Revelations is a bit too.
It's not. You have to.
It's too much, and it's good to
have
read
to.
it. Obviously, for those that choose to read the Bible, it's essential to read, but you can't spend too much time. There are certain books,
You can't.
just
you
gotta do
shouldn't
it,
spend too much time on. Revelations is one. As much as Ecclesiastes is my favorite,
Yeah, 100%.
favorite
That one's a bit
favorite
nuts.
book,
nuts.
you can't read that one
A
too
bit
many
nuts.
times as well. It's a
Yeah,
very
man.
hopeless
Well,
Yeah, man.
book.
let me tell you something. Another revelation we've all been having is in regards to the UK.
Is happening to England. England. So for the three of us, before we get started into the actual bits of the topic, I want to ask one question, because it's very clear to see that the current state of the country is the worst
Fucked,
it's
mate.
been in a long time, if not ever,
Crazy.
or if ever. Sorry. So the question that I have to ask is, when exactly, in 3 words or less, when did things go wrong?
Referendum.
Brexit. Literally 2.5 seconds after that vote came in, the pound dropped.
Yeah, 100%.
As soon as the pound dropped, we are just, I feel like a day before Brexit and them revealing what happened in Brexit, we just came out of the 2008 crisis. I'll be serious. Brexit happened in what, 20...
Would have been like
2014? 2016?
No,
after.
2016.
Oh, yeah, around 2016.
Because that's when Bitcoin was going up as well.
Exactly. So the 2008 financial crisis rocked the whole world.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the UK just recovered 2 days before Brexit, before we slapped ourselves back down. Because I have never seen a downfall like this prior to that moment. That specific moment, and it all started off with the pound dropping, and the pound never picked back up ever since that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alongside the pound.
Yeah, I think it. Do you know what? I agree with what Toby's saying in regards to the referendum and Brexit and all that. When that was all happening, I was like, we are the government at that moment in time. They made one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen in my life, where they put the decision in the hands of people that weren't knowledgeable of their decisions. And
as in the public?
Yeah, the public. The public weren't knowledgeable about the decision in regards to what was going on.
They were lied to a lot.
Yeah, let's be clear. It was not a case that we weren't knowledgeable. We were literally lied to.
Yeah.
Okay, so in regards to, and I will say again, we were not knowledgeable about the situation. And when I say this, in a sense that they had lied to us, yeah? Now, there were people that were out there, which people didn't listen to, when they were talking about, okay, the NHS and what they were going to do to the NHS.
Jeremy Corbyn.
There were people that came and said, no, that is a lie.
Yeah.
That is impossible. Blah, 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 blah. So what I'm trying to say is that there were people that were able to look past the lies that the government... It's like everything in this life.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm going to double back and actually change my answer to that.
Go on.
When Conservatives got voted in.
I was going to say that.
Now, you remember that specific year when there was a lot of people around our age that were talking about how they're now Conservative and not Labour?
Oh, don't even
remember that period.
Don't even remind me.
I get that.
All the black people from the UK that decided they wanted to go Conservative because they got a corporate job out of their graduate job, and they wanted to save an extra £400 on your taxes.
Yeah.
I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy.
That was it. That's what done it.
Do you know what? The reason why I was going to say that, but the reason why I wouldn't say that is because when Conservatives were brought as our government, there were some improvements that were made.
They started the agenda for Brexit.
No, they did. They did. But what I'm trying to say, if we're talking about from the recession going to us improving, they were there.
Labour was in power all that time.
Was it Labour?
Labour was in power all that time.
Taras Mafara
just took over, but just before Brexit.
I think the referendum was definitely a very clear point. Yeah, it was a very pivotal moment. And I think the reason why it just pissed me off so much was that David Cameron, is that his name?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got the result that he didn't get the result that he wanted. He just disappeared.
Bounced.
Man just bounced. From that moment on, I said, we're absolutely finished.
Yeah.
Jeremy Corbyn has now disappeared and they won't let him back in. And we've got an opposing government, the Labour government, that aren't really actually opposing because they're still kind of conservative and it's all like, we're just in a heap of mess. But I don't want to go too far because I feel like we're kind of dipping. But I think in terms of when things went wrong for me, I agree. I believe that it was the referendum and things just haven't been the same ever since. So we have started to speak about government and things like that. Let's talk about the Prime Minister situation because obviously since the referendum and since Brexit, weve had God knows how many Prime Ministers now.
5.
We've had David Cameron.
David Cameron.
We've had Boris Johnson. Theresa May. The other woman that was there for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that woman that bounced took the pension.
Liz Truss.
That no one should trust. Or Rishi.
Is there anyone else that you missed?
No, that's it. Yeah. That's it.
David Cameron. Was there anyone else?
David Cameron, then it was Boris.
Yeah, okay, fine. So
fine.
What about my guy?
Which guy? Gordon.
Yeah.
You know, he was
Labour.
He was Labour.
He was after Tony Blair.
Gordon Brown.
Yeah.
He was
Gordon Brown was Labour.
I swear Gordon Brown was Labour.
No, he was not.
I swear Gordon Brown was Labour.
No, he wasn't.
Gordon Brown was Labour.
For real?
Yeah, I swear he was half blind.
So that's I was going to say with the eye.
Yeah, he was Labour.
Yeah, he was leader of the Labour Party.
Really?
Yeah, Gordon Brown was Labour.
He might as well have been Conservative.
Yeah.
I fear. That's why I said it because he was shaky.
Yeah, he was somewhat conservative.
But yeah, honestly, the Conservative Party, they have been the biggest pile of crap I've ever seen. I have never seen a political party fumble so bad and disperse like flies.
They fumbled because they fumbled and they said, but it wasn't our fault, it was their fault.
No, they blamed it on the public.
They blamed it on Labour. And they still to this day blame it on Labour.
And that's why it's just so frustrating.
Can you imagine?
It's just so frustrating with me.
Well over 10 years.
Do you guys have any conservative friends? Or
Yes.
Do you have friends?
Oh yes, yeah.
How do you guys manage those relationships?
Don't
talk
listen.
to them.
Huh?
I don't talk to them.
Don't listen to it.
About politics specifically.
Do you know? It's not that I don't listen to it. I just take it and then just like people talk.
Because Kesi made something very clear to me around that time when everyone was deciding on whether they'll Consa or Labour.
Yeah.
Actually, first before we continue, what did you guys vote at that time?
Labour, but I used to be a conservative.
You used to be. Did you ever vote for them?
No, never voted
That's
for
the
them.
thing. A lot of people said that they were conservative, but they ended up voting for Labour. Anyway, my issue is that Kesi made it clear to us that a lot of people forgot what Labour did for them
Oh,
when
100%.
they were younger and the benefits you got from Labour.
Yeah.
So once you got your 30k from your corporate job, what made you think that you were part of the upper class?
No, but do you know what?
You know what I mean? Like,
No, it's so fair.
what point
it's so fair.
did all the benefits that you receive end up becoming? No, that's for them, man.
Everyone became a
Because
capitalist.
with love and respect, some of our parents are still in council flats that were given to us by a
Labour
Labour government.
And people
100%.
can't get those.
what are you
council flats.
doing?
People
Like,
can't even get
what
those
is
places.
it?
Yeah,
People can't get
no,
those
it's true.
places.
On earth.
It's true. It's true, but do you know what? I get why people did that is because they were so focused on the next chapter of
themselves.
their
Yeah,
life.
it was on
And
themselves.
Yeah, that's what it is. And that is the way the world is in this day and age.
How many of you have reached that chapter of your life that you've been expecting under this conservative government?
Look, the question we need to ask, how much are they taking from your taxes?
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. How many of you have reached the goal, the life that you were expecting to happen under this conservative government? Because you might have increased your salary, but inflation doubled.
Mate.
So you're still probably worse off than you was before.
I'm not going to lie. My shopping.
No, you see,
My shopping cost. Yeah?
whose fault do you think that is though?
I'm not going to lie. Bread, banana, butter, egg, cheese, milk, chicken slices. What else? Chicken wings.
I don't know.
That will cost like £50.
There's no such thing as a £10 shop anymore.
I can't lie. Things are getting very, very, very expensive.
£4 for ketchup.
I don't know nothing
£4
about
for baked beans.
No, I can't lie. Ketchup has always been expensive. If you're getting
Not
Heinz,
£4.
No, it's never been £4.
£4.
it's
You know
been
what that means?
yeah, it's been about £2.99. Yeah, so that increase is a bit nuts. To be
Not
fair.
even
How-
$2.99.
Do you know what's even mad?
Ketchup was always penny.
No,
Can't lie.
ketchup was not
Wait,
spenny.
it was like
Ketchup
£2
wasn't.
maximum.
No, ketchup wasn't. And
Maximum.
baked beans used to be like 70p a pop. Now,
40p,
if you see it
not
in a
70.
pack, when it was, remember in Aldi, when it was like £5, I said, hold it.
Hold it.
You ain't eat no baked beans today.
There ain't no baked beans today.
Do you know what? Yeah, let me ask this question: If you had it, if you had it your way, based on the way that politics and stuff is looking, would you stay here or would you move?
I would move.
Where would you go to?
Where would I go?
Do you
Where
know what?
would you go?
Do you know what?
Where would
Where
I
I
go?
would go is I would either go to these three places. I'd go to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Yeah, because they've got their own little tech
Very
bubble.
expensive.
It's not that expensive.
It's expensive to live in Amsterdam.
I'll go
Amsterdam
to-
specifically, yeah, not Netherlands. Amsterdam specifically
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
expensive.
I'll go to Amsterdam. I would go to Dubai. I would go to Dubai. I would.
A lot of people say this.
I would go to
A lot of
Dubai.
people say this. And I love the dream of going to Dubai.
Yeah.
But the dream that everyone's thinking that it is not actually what it is.
Yeah,
Go
because
on.
you're going to be lower class. Then.
It's not that you're going to be lower class. Like Dubai, unless you've got a really good salary, a lot of people would argue that in Dubai you do not pay taxes.
Yeah.
But your standard of living,
cost of living.
cost of
expensive,
living is
bruv.
expensive unless your property, your house is being paid for by your company, which a lot of expats do get.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
But unless that's happening for you, living out there is expensive. Like it's not something cheap. And at the same time, the benefits, you do get to enjoy yourself. There is a lot of freedom out there now than there was before, but you have to have money.
What about your healthcare?
I think they've got healthcare out there. They've probably got good healthcare too, but I don't think it's free healthcare.
It's not. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not sure. I can't speak on that. But I'm just saying that you're gonna go out there, yeah, and the infrastructure that you have in this country is not what you have out there unless you have money.
Yeah.
Same thing for America. It's still you don't.
America's the last place I'll go to.
Now it
Yeah,
is.
word.
A lot of places it used to be the first place that people
No.
go to.
Yeah.
No. Do you know what? Yeah, for a very long time, and I can say over the past 10 years, 10, 15 years, I've never actually said to myself, I want to move to America.
Yeah,
Never.
that.
It's been a bad time.
I hear that.
Where would I go?
Me personally, I would move to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Yeah, I think
I
that's the
moved to
only place
Amsterdam
where
or
I've been
Barcelona.
like-
I can't lie.
Barcelona's actually nice.
That's
I
actually
just
it's
at those
just
two
chill.
places, bro.
Nice,
I could really do it for real.
It's very nice.
These Spanish people are a little bit racismo
Yeah,
though. Like the racismo is a little bit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
aside from that, yeah, 100% I could do it. 100,000%.
All you gotta do is just give them a look and then you just keep their mouth shut.
Man, I don't have time for.
Boy.
I don't have time for that
Do
at all.
you know
I really
what? The
don't.
reason why I take it back, I would have moved to Amsterdam.
Why?
You know the reason why? Because we've only seen that little bubble.
But that's the bubble you'll be in though.
Yeah, because that is literally what Amsterdam is, a tourist city.
Yeah,
if you
that's
wanted
the
to live
bubble.
outside of Amsterdam, fine. It's completely
long.
different. I went to the Netherlands and I visited this town. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's spelled EDE, so I'm gonna say Ede, yeah, or Eid. Anyway, so I stayed there, and it is literally like where Annie got married, like that country area.
Oh, serious?
It's just like that.
Wow.
Big open roads, but very spacious. Really nice houses. Everyone's still on bikes. It's a vibe.
Really?
Like,
Wow.
I could
Oh,
do
mad.
it. It's lovely out there. Like
Mad.
really, really nice.
It's so mad because when you go to these like places, yeah, you don't actually get to explore like, the
what's out
actual
there.
place. Like you only go to that little place.
Yeah.
But if you were to zoom out in a drone,
Bro, Amsterdam in
Nuts.
comparison to the rest of the country,
it's nine.
it's a little bit dirty actually.
Yeah,
In comparison
it's
to the
supposed
to the
Really?
rest of the country, it's
Yeah.
it's a little bit filthy.
But then
That's
again,
mad.
the same thing that happened with me in Barcelona. So when we were leaving Barcelona, we're going towards the outskirts.
Yeah.
Shout out Ryanair. Actually, no, don't shout out Ryanair. Those people are terrible.
Sorry.
But we're going towards the outskirts of Barcelona and the surrounding towns.
Mm.
And as you got further out, yeah, the beaches are beautiful. Towns are just quiet. Like it's just very peaceful. Like Barcelona is obviously the tourist district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything outside of that, yeah,
Gorgeous.
is gorgeous places.
Do you know
gorgeous
somewhere you don't want to go into the outskirts of?
Where?
Rio.
places. Sorry, we don't. Let's not do that one.
Boy, when we were driving from the airport,
Favela,
Toby.
Ain't no
favela.
oh
time
my
for that.
goodness.
Basically, I can't even remember where Rio is
To
as
Ras,
far as
far
like, the city,
right.
whether it's north or south, yeah. But where we were going to the airport, you have to go through this place called, I think it's Centro, which is like the center.
To City of Gods.
Serious.
City
What?
of Gods, man.
But like, even worse,
Lord have mercy.
I can't lie, it was the gutter, my
yeah.
guy.
No,
And
like,
no disrespect
bad.
to anyone else's fam.
It was bad.
Whoa.
Like, it
Petrol
was...
stations looking post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Killer day, man. Where's the infrastructure here?
It's one of those ones where if the car has stopped...
Long day.
That lock button
Look,
ain't gonna work.
Long day.
Afraid of your life.
Nah, long day, long day. I
If you
can't lie.
thought where we were chilling, where the what's called favelas were, Toby, this one was bad.
Think like
it was late
Nollywood
as
in
well.
like 04. Yeah.
Toby, it was late. We
get it.
arrived at like 9 p.m. or something like that. So it was
dark.
dark.
Dangerous, man. Dangerous
Oh
times.
my goodness.
Anyway,
Anyway.
let's come back to this country.
Yeah,
So,
so-
for those who, because you have spoken that you
He used to be a conservative.
Yes.
Yeah, and the only reason why I was a conservative was because of friends. Yeah, it was purely because of friends. And
You got bamboozled.
no, it's not even bamboozled as well because obviously,
By
as soon
bullshit.
as I finished uni, shortly after, I got a corporate job.
Yep.
And then obviously,
Corporate
I was
Larry
like,
over here.
capitalist, I need to make my money. I need my taxes lowered. I need to make this bread.
Right.
I need to be
Corporate
successful.
Larry.
That's what was on my mind. Not knowing all the shit that was on the side.
Right.
And then obviously, yeah, like Kesi, like you said, in regards to us all having, because it was that conversation that we all had together, talking about, okay, you know what, guys, like, we need to be real. And then obviously you brought up the facts about Labour. I was like, okay, cool. It actually makes sense. So I turned my back on Conservatives. I said, bye, bye, bye.
And how do you feel about the people who you're naturally close with, both of you, that you're naturally close with,
Yeah.
that still support conservative ideologies? Because I'll be very real. If I find out any one of my friends supports conservative, I'm just going to distance myself.
Do you know the
That's
reason?
the thing, I don't feel as strong about it.
Yeah.
as you do.
right?
It's like,
And
it's like, sorry.
I think it's selfish in a way.
Yeah.
'Cause
Who?
it is me personally.
Okay.
Because it is just about my position and where I am, and really and truly, I feel like because the country is so messed up right now,
Yeah.
I don't really have time to be thinking about the wider scope.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how this inflation
How
and
am I gonna
everything
eat
else
bread?
is
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
how you
affect
gonna
me.
eat? Yeah, yeah,
you get what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I don't feel as strong about it.
Yeah.
But that's why I said, like, if I'm talking to my friends and any of them are conservative, I'm not going to discuss politics with you. Because I know that we're not going to get
We're on
anywhere.
the same page.
Yeah.
We're not on the same page. Yeah.
Do you know what? it came into my head right now. Yeah, it's just like someone having another religion. That's all it is.
I think I would hear that if their religion or the other opposing side wasn't responsible for so many terrible things that were happening. Like, the state of the country is not just about the fact that your food shop is more expensive or that ketchup's £4 instead of £2. Like, people are dying under this government when they didn't have to. COVID, we haven't even spoken about it. What happened during COVID and like the amount of people that died because of the lack of... Think about like when COVID was first announced in like China and Italy, and it was like really, really prevalent, and the UK had no restrictions in coming to the country. They were like, at least for like 2-3 months, like people were still allowed to go in and out of the country. But it's not just about the fact that they underestimated it, because the information was there for them to make the right decision. They chose not to do it because it wasn't in their best interest, financially speaking. Because they would lose out on tourism. So things like that are responsible for millions and millions of people dying. I can't respect you for telling me, well, I do hear the selfish element. Like, I've got to get mine. Like, at the end of the day, I hear that. But at what point?
At what cost? Yeah. At
what cost? It's mad.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, it's good that you brought up that point, because that whole COVID approach was terrible.
Awful.
And the thing is, obviously, at that moment in time, which we still are, we were out of the European Union, and our old counterparts were like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
Like he said, the borders were still open. People were allowed to fly in and out.
Yeah.
And things were just getting worse. The numbers were skyrocketing. And all Boris was doing was having a party at his house.
No, he said everyone to clap for the NHS.
Right, and making babies.
They didn't want to help them.
But
with his 17 kids.
Anyway, moving forward, it's sad. It's sad because the reason why we're having this episode is because right now,
in our lifetime, the UK is at its worst point.
It's at its worst point. Yeah. And also, the title that the UK had, because there was a point in time where...
Of it being a sovereign state.
Not even a sovereign state. Because people used to be like, oh, the UK is like the financial capital of the world.
Yeah.
That's what the United Kingdom used to be. We are the financial capital of jack shit nothing. Mate,
I can't say UK's gone to hell because I'm still in it.
Yeah, you can't say that.
But man, oh man.
It's gone to pot. There's many statements that have been put out there where we are not we're not desired as a luxury city anymore.
Yeah. Country.
So people that used to come, thank you, country, a luxury country. People that used to come from internationally to come here to buy properties, such as like people from China, people from Dubai that used to invest in the UK because of the markets. They are now looking at places like Dubai now for properties. Yeah. The UK that used to be a luxury tourism country, there's no benefits because things such as duty free. Because Rishi Sunak or Rishi decided, let's cancel that. Let's cancel. We don't need that. Yeah. Now people don't even come into our country to even get discounts.
So let me ask you a question, MBT, as like our property expert. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you just said is important. So property investors from overseas are no longer investing into the property that we have market, here in the UK. What does that mean for us in the UK that want to buy homes?
It means nothing.
It doesn't mean anything. It's still too expensive for us to buy in the first place. No, it doesn't mean anything, because at the end of the day, what was happening is that when internationals were coming over, they were buying properties. The property market was booming. It was increasing prices. Yeah. At this moment in time, it's still not doing anything because we still got so much crap that's going on, such as inflation. There's so many things that's impacting the property market as it is. So at the end of the day, we're at a boiling point. Yeah. It's just bubbling over.
Yeah. With property, one of the issues is the lack of affordable housing. That's one of the biggest issues because you got to remember, back under the Labour government, you had council houses, and there was a lot more affordable houses being made.
Oh yeah. Right.
Now most of the real estate agents are only trying to build high value properties.
Of course.
Or just making properties class as high value for the sake of it.
They
know that people are going to get undercut.
Yeah. Even all the schemes that were available right now, a lot of them are gone. That first time buyer scheme that was a scam. It's not even there. It's not even there for people anymore. So right now, I don't know. I really don't know. At this moment in time, I am so scared for people that are trying to get onto the market right now.
Don't say that.
No.
try to
No.
get
The
on
reason, no. Because okay, do you know the reason why I have to say it like this?
Don't say it.
No. Because if we're looking, The reason why I'm saying is because we've said this on so many occasions.
Yeah.
We are in very good positions.
Yeah.
We are like what, the top 5% in the world because of our salaries.
Yes.
The world.
No, I mean in the UK. Sorry. By God's
Help
grace.
me because I
By
don't
God's
see
grace.
it, man.
By God's grace.
I don't.
Now,
I'm complaining about ketchup now.
I don't see
if we look at the average salary in the UK,
Yeah.
which is 25 to 30k,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which is horrifying.
crazy, right?
25 to 30k, yeah. What is that? That's like what, 1.5 a month or even less than that.
I don't know.
Something, I'm just assuming 1.5 a month, yeah. And for you to get a property in the UK, because I'm not gonna say London, UK, you need a deposit. Actually, let me say
average deposit right now.
The average deposit for a house in London, yeah, is 100 bags.
Well, in the UK,
In London, yeah.
I think it averages to about 50.
40, yeah, something stupid.
Yeah, that's fine. Because 40k. Okay, people in our salaries, 40k. If you were saving by yourself,
That's in the UK. So what, I have to go to Liverpool to get somewhere to stay?
no. You're probably talking about like Kent and them sides.
Barely.
Just.
New builds in Kent size are starting now 400k plus.
Okay, and you need a 10% deposit.
one bed.
You actually no, because if you get a 10% deposit, that's kind of like you've just got there. So you probably need like a 15%
This is why they said
deposit.
average you need is about 50 something k.
Yeah.
With people of our salaries,
Yeah.
it's achievable. It's gonna take time. It's achievable.
Yeah.
People of an average salary of 25 to 30k.
Don't stand a chance.
Long.
It's just really frustrating. I'll be honest. Do you ever find, yeah, I don't know if you guys think about it this way, but do you ever find that it's making you change the lifestyle that you want to have, i.e. like how many kids that you have?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As a result.
100%.
Really?
100%. Yeah, because now, do you know what? Now, everything is numbers. It's a numbers game right now.
But this is the thing. Everything has always been a numbers game, and I've really deeped it. Like our parents have always had to deal with numbers all the time.
But
it's nothing new. It's just that we just don't have the benefits that our parents had.
But I don't think our parents were looking, okay, cool, every kid is going to cost, like, remember the conversation we had?
Yeah, I don't think they were looking at it that
Shall
way.
I tell you the reason why?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have to think about having to pay excessive amounts for their property in a council house, number one.
Yeah.
You didn't have to think about the fact that your food shop was going to cost you £5,000.
Yeah.
Childcare would have been expensive, but it wouldn't have been too expensive
They
compared
wouldn't
to
have been
now.
paying for childcare because
They
you know
wouldn't
the
have
way
been paying
it
for
takes a
childcare,
village.
exactly.
Them man were looking after each other for free.
And really and truly, there was like play centers and all sorts that was around. Like we have to think about every single bloody thing now.
But this is what I'm saying. So our parents didn't have to look at a kid saying that, okay, if I have 3 kids and I
it
say
will cost.
1 year after the other, that's going to
Yeah.
cost me 90k in the first 2 to 3 years. So that's what I'm saying, that us now, and it's similar to what they were doing in China. I think in China where they were like, oh, they're trying to
One
reduce the
kid rule.
population. Because, mate, that population is looking a bit nuts at the moment. But with us, now we're having to look at kids, looking at the house, looking at the type of stuff that we want in our lives as a number game right now. If someone's saying that, okay, they want 5 kids, do you know how much 5 kids? Do you know how much that's gonna cost? Because realistically, you support the
bricks.
kid. You support the kid from 0 to, let's say, 25. Yeah, and you're doing that 5 times.
Probably gone up now because, boy, you probably need to support
Need
your
more
kids to about
support than
30 to
ever.
35 now.
100%.
It's really frustrating, man.
It's
actually
sad.
really
It's
sad.
sad.
Like,
It's so
It is
sad.
sad.
yeah, this is definitely a bitchy and moany episode. Like, we're really getting our stuff off because we never talk about this sort of stuff. But actually, it's weighing really, really heavy.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually becoming something that, and again, like you said, thank God we're in privileged positions where, like, it hasn't necessarily affected us nearly as much as it may have affected others. But at the same time, like, it's still getting really hard.
Yeah, and
Like, really, really hard.
And I don't see any let up. As much as they talk about how,
Right.
how I remember there was an article that came out where shops and CEOs of shops and all that kind of stuff were saying that Food prices definitely will be going down. They've been claiming that there's going to be some sort of housing crash at some point.
Yeah.
That'll reduce the value of houses from that point of view. They were saying that interest rates was going to go down and inflation will slowly go down. Even though inflation went back up. It's like...
It just went up recently.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that I don't see, especially under this Conservative government, with the lies that we've been told, and number one, they still haven't dealt with Brexit. Number one,
nothing has
been done with Brexit. So we are really in a position where I don't see there being any let up, and unfortunately, where does that leave everyone?
Do you know what the answer to that question is? For us, because we the major part of our lives. Because the major part of our lives started when this started, we're going to learn how to adapt.
Right.
The
younger generation right now,
But the things I don't think so. Because the younger generation right now, from what I'm seeing, are the people that are capitalizing of a lot of the newer stuff.
There's that, and like, this is what they know.
Yeah.
This is what they know.
They don't know any other way.
We've seen a better way, and we have been in the middle of it going to shit.
And now it's the struggle of like, I know
trying to recover. Yeah, and also that
like,
as well.
Why am I doing with this?
Exactly.
When we know what it could have been.
Do you know why I don't agree? Because the younger generation are the ones that are still in school. Yeah, they're still in school. They're still getting looked after. Their parents are the ones that are going through the situations at the moment. When things start to hit, like right now, I don't think things have hit properly yet.
Definitely hit.
No, I don't think
it could only get worse, but things have definitely hit.
Oh yeah, of course. No, I'm not saying that things haven't hit. Things have hit, but I don't think like it's there yet.
No, come on.
You don't think so?
What more can it be for it to be there?
Don't even ask that question.
You get what I mean? Like, there's nothing more that can happen other than
God forbid. God forbid, but
going back to that statement, I definitely don't agree, because I feel like the kids of today, as Kesi said, have grown up in this. This is what they know. And ultimately, a lot of them have pivoted in good ways. For example, a lot of them haven't gone to university and decided to make something of themselves outside of university.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about university debt and that getting taken off their bottom line.
Yeah.
A lot of them are doing the stuff that they actually want to do at this age. Like, their parents are focusing on that stuff. So there's opportunities on social media. There's opportunities on their side hustles and stuff like that. And a lot of them are pouring themselves into that.
Yeah.
And actually getting some sort of benefit and outcome from that.
Yeah.
With us now, we're coming from a generation of, we have been through the educational system. We have been through that point of saying that, okay, this is what we want to do. And we had a plan in terms of how that was going to work out. And all of this has happened, and it's knocked a lot of people off that plan to the point where it's like, what am I supposed to do? The kids that are coming up now have their plan and they're sticking to it, and their plan can work because it doesn't rely on
the government,
and a career. It relies on their imagination and what they want to do.
Creativity.
We have already been brought up in this life of, we have a career, we have a plan. We were working towards that plan. It was going well, and everything got sidetracked because of everything that's happened. And the government hasn't built an infrastructure for us to be able to get back onto our plans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the best statement that I've seen over the past few days is there was a statement that said millennials are, out of all the different generations, the boomers, the millennials, and Gen Z.
Yeah.
We have the fewest millionaires.
Yeah.
Fewest billionaires. And we were the generation that did everything they told us to do. We went to school.
Didn't pay off.
We went to school. We did everything. We are the most educated generation. And we have the least millionaires and billionaires.
Yeah. Because when we had that plan and everything that was supposed to happen was going to happen, we got a Conservative government that completely effed it over.
Do you know what? It's not even. Yes.
Think about it. Right? Think about it. If Conservative government wasn't voted in and we still have a Labour government, a lot of the stuff that was already happening will probably still be. Brexit wouldn't have been a thing. We'd still be in the EU. The UK will still be the financial district of the world. So anyone that's in their corporate job that's doing all that stuff, we're doing quite well. We'll still be exporting a lot of our skills and training that we do, such as doctors, teachers, etc. So that will still be fair. Teachers would not be in a situation where they're begging for higher salaries. As well. We'll still have tourism. We'll still have all that kind of stuff. So we will still be on our plan. Our projection will still be there. Yes, the UK might have been in debt, but every country's in debt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Conservatives have got in their mind, and they put this this storyline out there that our key job is to get the UK out of the debt that the Labour government has created. This debt that you're completely talking about, you're trying to get us out of. You've been trying to get us out of for over 10 years now. You've got nowhere with that. If anything, you've made the country worse off, and you're not going to get anywhere with that because your advantages that you had, you've taken away.
100%.
So you're trying to get rid of a debt by creating this nationalist, this nationalist viewpoint of we're going to do it ourselves without anyone's help, right?
Yeah.
But okay, cool. By the time you end this debt situation, what would your people have?
Yeah.
Businesses will be closed down. Houses will be foreclosed on.
Yep.
It's like, what would your people have? What was the aim? Because every other country is in debt.
When it comes to the UK, something that we used to export was steel.
Yeah.
Yep. That isn't the case anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. We now import a large majority of all the items that we use in the UK. Another thing that is an issue now is that because of the fact that we're not part of the EU anymore, businesses don't even see us as a place to even stand up their businesses anymore.
Right.
So a lot of businesses are looking at other places now,
Right.
and that is money that comes into our economic cycle or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's now taken away. So
Yeah.
it's similar. It's exactly what you're saying in the sense that all the advantages that we had, all the things that were making our economy thrive,
Right.
you've taken it away, thinking that we're gonna have the bigger hand at the end of the day, and you basically just effed yourselves over.
You shrunk the economy.
So this isn't necessarily like economic advice, yeah? You know that this is not my favorite thing to talk about or field of expertise by any means. But I think with everything that we've said here, yeah, to me, what I have taken away from all of the negative things that have happened and that will happen is that you have just got to live your life, because honestly, there will always be something. Like, there will genuinely always be something. And yes, it is good to save 100%, 1000%.
Yeah.
It's good to be financially responsible and to be attentive to the changes in our environment and things like that. But this life is very short. And when I look at my 20s, it has been filled with all of the things that we've spoken about. Like, the last 10 years for me, that is my 20s. The last 10 years for me have been extremely difficult. And if it wasn't because of the Brexit situation, it was because of the referendum. If it wasn't the referendum situation, it was COVID. If it wasn't COVID, it was second or third what's it called, recession that's like en route, or that has been looming over our heads all this time. Like, of all of the tragic situations that have happened, it's happened to our generation the most, and frankly, I'm over it.
You know what?
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
That's actually mad.
I'm
That's
sick
mad.
of it.
That's
So,
mad.
well, for me, as somebody who isn't necessarily in tune with like these things, I just feel like it's super, super important for you to just find your happiness wherever you can find it, because there is not enough of it here. And
Mad.
we may not be able or be in a position to move to Dubai or move to a happy place or move to a safe space for us anymore. We may be in a position where our salary actually won't be enough for us to eat, or
God forbid.
or like God forbid.
I'm
but
not trying to hear that.
by saying we, I'm talking about both listeners and us in the room. Like, it may actually come to a situation where there might not be enough to do the things that you want to do. So in life, just really find the happiness where you can, because it's clearly scarce.
Yeah, I'm still not trying to hear that. God forbid.
Yeah.
God forbid. And I really pray to God that none of us ever, both listeners and us in the room, never have to experience a life where we are short for the things that we really need. But even in saying that, with the way that the economy is, in some way, shape or form, it feels like we're always being cheated, or something is always going wrong at some point. So all I can pray for in our lives is that it just doesn't affect us enough to the point of no return, or to a point that we can't get back from. But even in spite of that, or whatever is happening with the economy, I just feel like now more than ever, it's super, super important to find the peace where you can, find that happiness where you can, because if we spend enough time sitting here and thinking about all the things that are wrong, we'll be here all night.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just super, super important, even if it's something like, huh?
Are you tearing up?
No, man.
Damn, she wiped
You
her
think
ass.
you think this country's gonna get a tear out of me.
Mate.
I'm just tired. I'm actually tired. But in terms of like my stance on it, I think I'm tired because I'm actually tired. But I'm also like very exhausted about talking about these things because it's really draining, and there's always something. Like there's actually always something. This stupid cost of living crisis. None of us have spoken about the energy bills either. There's just always something.
Well, there was a statement from the energy secretary saying that the prices will go down, but
from 6,000 to 5,000.
Saying that she's going to go down, but yes, it has gone down.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, no, not down in the way that we think it has. Shit has gone down.
Just book that trip. Okay,
please,
go to that concert. You want to go to the park? Go to the park. You want to call in sick? Call in sick, babes.
Wait,
do that thing that works for you on that day.
No, please, guys, take Kesi. Take what Kesi's saying with a pinch of salt.
Don't. No, take it raw as is.
Wait. Take it with a pinch of salt, because all I'm gonna say right now is, because this is the other side.
We're not financial advisors.
We're not financial
Sure,
advisors.
right,
Do what they want to do.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that do whatever you want to do, but at the same time, I think.
Kesi's not telling you to go reckless and spend all your damn money.
Jump off a bridge. You got statutory sick pay. You better take that sick day.
No. What we need to understand
3
is
days,
that
maybe
there might
4.
be some people in this life here that are in not the best of situations.
We can't look after everybody.
I know that. But as they've heard what Kesi says,
Disclaimer.
that person might just have that $1 grand left in their account and say, fuck it, I'm going to stay.
Didn't I say be financially responsible?
Yes,
look,
disclaimer.
Be financially responsible if you like.
I'm going
But if you want to book that trip, you book that trip.
Disclaimer.
You wanna go to the park, you go to the park.
We are not
if you've got a statutory sick day to take, don't wait for your company to see you on the floor dying, bro. Take the day off.
Disclaimer: we will not be
What's
liable.
going on?
We will not be liable for you losing a job or you spending all your money.
Anyway, you guys have heard me. I decided to take that trip, and on that note, I am announcing that I will be in attendance at DLT Malta. If you're outside, come check me. I'll see you there.
Wow, we gonna
be lit.
One thing, we got bamboozled big time.
Why? Who?
Flip and reversed it.
Who?
It's far from brown hair.
Who flipped and reversed it? Not me. When?
You put it in park.
When?
You said we're going this way. You said nope.
I'm going. Don't. Yeah, I'm excited.
So okay, let me ask you guys a question, because we need to end the podcast. We got 5 seconds left. Yeah. In the next 5 years.
Yeah.
What are your predictions?
I do not
for the
know
country
anymore, man. I do not know anymore. I can't project crap with this country. What I can do is project for myself.
Yeah, man.
And I'll be a millionaire.
Amen. What do I predict in the next 5 years? I'm like Zimbabwe.
It's grinding season.
Man.
What do I project in the next 5 years?
It's grinding season.
I think we'll have one more prime minister.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be some ruckus in the monarchy.
Oh.
I don't think it would necessarily be directly in the monarchy, but I think
treason.
As the public, I think as the public, I think our view of the monarchy will change drastically.
Changed, man.
I think there is something very legendary. There was something very legendary about Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And like the fact that she was
she was a stand-up woman.
She reigned for such a long time.
She reigned for such a long time. She was so young, and like we really kind of watched her grow.
Yeah.
But with King Charles, he's already in his 70s.
He's an old man.
And we're kind of, he's got a bit of scandal on his name with Camilla. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're going to be looking at that whole situation very differently. And if we are, it's not me personally, but I do think that I think that the scope of how we look at the monarchy will change, and that will naturally affect tourism. I wonder how these things, like the progressive nature of the Gen Z generation, their influence in regards to how we look at those things, I think is going to change things in a big way. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think tech might be on the way out in terms of like, well, in regards to layoffs and stuff. Like, it's been quite big. It's just like quietly like really affected them, but that's from a more corporate standpoint. But I think those are my immediate predictions.
Yeah, I've in regards to the tech thing, tech is gonna it's
that's even another thing. You know, Elon Musk is standing down as CEO.
He stepped down as Twitter CEO.
He stepped down as CEO, and now he's just going to be the head of products.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a woman CEO coming in the next couple of weeks.
Because he's ruined that company.
He ransacked that place.
He ruined that company.
I don't know what he did there in the first place, to be honest. But whatever.
But
yeah.
In regards to what I think, One thing I will say is that the times that we're in right now, things don't last for that long.
Okay.
Like seasons come quick.
There's been a lot of seasons.
They come in and come out real quick.
Yep.
A lot of seasons.
So I'm hoping.
Could you put your mouth?
I'm hoping this is one of those situations where this season comes in and goes. It comes in and it goes out real quick.
Yeah.
In regards to the UK and its current standpoint, when we look at the whole world, it's gonna take a lot to change it. To get to where I don't think we're. I pray that the United Kingdom get back to that status.
Yeah.
But there's been so much scandal, and this is not even from a monarchy perspective. I'm just talking about the UK in itself. There have been so much scandal that the status that we used to have, where people used to respect us,
Yeah.
they used to respect us as like, oh, those posh kids across the road. That's the type of respect we had. It's not even there anymore. So I'm like, okay, if people don't respect us anymore, similar to the way I think I don't know what place it was. I don't know what area it was. Like, it's like Saudi, all them, man, where they don't even respect the United States anymore. That's how it's gonna go, and we'll have to build a new name for ourselves. I don't know if that's gonna happen in our lifetime. I look, I don't know if I want it to happen in our lifetime, because the way I saw that census thing with the age thing, when I looked at 2018, and I was like, damn, I'm not gonna be here.
All I can say is let's get this bread, mate.
Yeah, that's what we can do, man. Let's get this bread. Book that trip, bro. You wanna book that trip? Book that trip. Yeah, you wanna go out? You wanna shake some ass? Shake some ass. It's alright.
Look,
okay,
guys,
you do your thing.
It's grinding season.
Life is to be lived, dog. Okay, you've only got one of them. Promise you,
guys. It's grinding season.
It's grinding season, cool, but
don't grind your gears.
And don't grind your gears. And like Michael said, it's grinding season, not grinding lifetime. Okay, don't chain yourself to the graft. Live life and find time to enjoy yourself and prioritize yourself and your self-enjoyment. Okay,
self-love.
It's needed.
Yeah, self-care and all them.
Trust. All right, guys, I think that brings us to the end of an episode. I don't know how to describe this episode, but it's surely been one. This is episode 128. You know how to find us on all of our socials. You can find us at Hype and Then Some. That is Twitter. It does need to be deleted, but it's there.
I don't know why you're still saying it.
Instagram, TikTok. We are on TikTok now at Hype and Then Some. Give us a follow if you love us. You can find us on YouTube. I hope you're already here, but if not, you can find us on YouTube by searching Hype and Then Some, and you can listen to us on Soundcloud, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. MBT, do we have any other news?
Guys, this is episode 128. We're Hype and Then Some, and we're out.
Guys, just before we go, we have a very exciting episode coming up, okay? So if you have enjoyed this one, keep it locked.
Yeah, you need to check the next episode.
Episode 129 is going to be on and popping, baby.
Yeah,
but until then, we are out. Peace.